James Fox, welcome. Thank you so much for coming on, man.
Thanks for having me on.
You have your new documentary, The Program, I believe.
Yes, it drops. It dropped today.
Dude, that's
dropping
crazy.
right now.
How about the timing, dude? You couldn't have planned that better with the goddamn fucking...
I literally
Drones
had an
flying.
Air Force colonel text me and he goes, "So, what's up with the promotion? You managed to get a full-on alien invasion on the release of your film. How did you coordinate that?"
Hey, man, there's just larger forces at play, so that's all that is.
Yeah, no,
Thank God.
I welcome it. I mean,
sure.
within reason.
Yeah, for sure. So
I don't want people to panic.
Yeah, well, dude, so to be honest, I was watching the documentary last night, and I was just like on the way to a holiday party, and I got really stoned from a vape pen. I haven't been smoking like that, and I was just like launched, and I started watching your documentary, and I just started bugging out. I started thinking about just the vastness of the cosmos, and just kind of the the inevitability of there's got to be some other sort of consciousness or life form out there. And it's like, I was bugging. I was like with my wife, and I was like, dude, turn it off. I'm freaking out right now.
At what point did you turn it off? When we got to that the NASA conference or before?
It was before that, but we were. I just started thinking about it because it was all these like, there's these like Congress meetings and all these people, and it was like the line that I don't know if it was from that or someone said it, but it's like, why would these people put their credibility at risk for no
Absolutely.
reason?
No, come on. There's a there.
Yeah, so it's like, and so just tell us a little bit about the documentary. How did you get into all that, and like what kind of like launched you into identifying the UAPs now, not UFOs?
Yeah, well, yeah. So UFOs, unidentified flying objects, and it went to UAP, unidentified aerial phenomenon, and then it because they're coming in and out of the oceans as well, they changed it to unidentified anomalous phenomenon. That's where we're at right now.
To me, it's like they're just making it harder and harder to say to obscure the truth. That's what I'm coming. It's like you unidentified alarm. I can't even say it. So I'm like, now I'm out of the race.
And UFOs had a bit of baggage. There was always sort of that knee-jerk reaction when you mentioned UFO. So I think they wanted to kind of, steer away from that.
Yeah, it was stoner stuff.
Yeah, get into the UAP stuff. And it was really funny. I think it was today or it was last night. Senate Majority Leader Schumer is being like hammered in the press. I don't know if you've seen it yet or not. And the guy's like, "You don't know what it is. Therefore, it's a UAP. You wrote the legislation. Don't you remember?" Like he's like, "Well, we don't know what they are. Therefore, it's a UAP."
He was probably so blazed when he wrote the legislation.
They want to say drones because UAP has people freaking out.
Charged, yeah.
And it's so funny too because they're going, "Well, we have absolutely no idea what it is, but everyone's fine. Everything's safe. There's nothing to worry about here." Sure.
So there are just like tons of drones popping up and everyone's freaking out because nobody knows whose they are.
I initially, on first look, I was like, "Oh, it sounds, conventional," because, UAP demonstrated technology that's sort of light years advanced from anything we have. But then I started doing a little deeper dive, and I'm hearing reports that they're evading the military, radar, FLIR, they go dark. They have a loiter time of hours and hours and hours. Then the Coast Guard reported being followed over the ocean. I mean, something weird is going on. I don't know exactly what it is or who's behind it, but people are scratching their heads.
That would be crazy if it truly was like an alien consciousness, but this was their like mall kiosk of them like flying around holiday toys and being like, "Check this out." And everyone's freaking out.
Watch us freak out the humans. Look at them run.
So just take us through. You don't have to obviously give the whole documentary away, but it's like, how did you get into that? And like to what depth does this whole phenomenon go? Because like you were saying, when I grew up, it was just like aliens, and you'd get a poster with black lights of an alien being like, "Peace, man."
Right.
But yeah, the more you hear about it, like they just came out of nowhere. Like the government, I feel like a couple years ago was like, "Oh, by the way, aliens are probably real," and everyone was just like, "What the fuck? What are you guys doing right now?"
Yeah. Well, I mean, so how that came about, I'll back up a little bit and tell you how I got into it. And I had a father who was a journalist. He was a quadriplegic with MS. And so at a very early age, I was traveling around the world with him because I was his legs, I was his chauffeur, I was his nurse, his secretary, we just traveled together. He was a mainstream journalist. We interviewed people like Stephen Hawking and race car legend Dan Gurney and just did a lot of cool stuff together. And so I had a sneak preview into journalism pretty early on in my life. through my dad. And then I had a high school buddy of mine that when we graduated, we were 18 and we flew to Europe and we bought a used car, Renee Harris, and we bought a used car, drove from London down to Portugal. We were really close, man. We were like brothers. And then we parted ways for like a year or two as things done. He had different things going on, whatever. And then I, reunited with him. And he was suddenly into this whole UFO thing. And I was like, oh, God, Renee, man. Like, I remember thinking, I'm going to have to cut my best friend loose. Yeah. Like, this is really unfortunate, you know? And he was talking about Roswell and UFO crash and alien bodies. And I honestly thought he'd lost his mind. I mean, I really did.
Yeah. What year was this roughly?
Probably 93.
Yeah.
Maybe 94, 93.
You were looked at as crazy
Oh,
back
absolutely.
then for it.
And so anyway... I was apprenticing at a video production company, and I went into work, and I was telling my buddy Richard Van Sickle about it, and I had really looked up to. He was 10 years my senior and really professional, great guy. And I was like, oh man, my really good friend is like suddenly gone off on the deep end. He's into UFOs and aliens and spaceships that crashed in Roswell. And my buddy Richard looks at me and goes, "You didn't know about Roswell?" I was like, how would I know about Roswell? No, I don't know about Roswell. How would I know about Roswell? He goes, well, the government actually admitted that they did recover a fly. Really? He goes, yeah, check it out. Like, they actually admitted it. And then the very people that were involved in the cover-up came forward on camera before they died saying it was original, the original press release was correct. So I was like, oh my gosh. I started looking into it. Went to a few conferences, met a few military guys, and I was like, God, maybe there's something going on here. Mm-hmm. And so I told my dad, I was like, I was doing video production at the time, and I was doing PSAs and things of that sort. And I was like, I think I'm going to do a documentary on UFOs. And my dad was like, oh my God, please, son, don't do that. He literally said it's a dead end street. There's nothing to it. You're wasting your life. Please. And not only did he was begging me, he had all of my other members, because I was born in England, of the family, writing me letters saying, your dad is very concerned about you.
Oh, you were getting like English letters about it.
Don't do it.
That'd be a tough. There's like a scolding.
Just like
I've been reading Bertrand Russell's autobiography, and there's a lot of like English letters, and they're pretty. Yeah, they'll get you, man.
Anyway,
a stinging letter.
My grandmother used to call me a rapscallion, you hooligan, you skiver, breaking into the house at all hours of the morning. Yeah, she was.
So hilarious. Your whole family's
so
like,
my family's
don't
like,
do it.
Please reconsider. Your dad's very concerned, and I just was like, well, I'm of course being a Taurus, I'm a bit stubborn. And I just went all in, and I think it took me about 4 years. And I was at the end of it. I was like, I'm never doing another UFO doc ever again. But I sold it to Discovery Channel. It aired on Learning Channel, and I kind of got the last laugh. And then I got invited to Russia, and because I got invited to Russia, which I ended up going in the late '90s and meeting with generals and cosmonaut Pavel Popovich. And then I got an invitation to meet with Mercury astronaut Gordon Cooper, because I've been trying to get interviews with him on my first doc. And then all of a sudden I was like, well, I guess I'm doing another doc, because I got all these amazing interviews and I went to Russia and stuff. And so I did another one, and that one was called Out of the Blue. And that took me 5 years.
Okay.
And I finished that and I said, never again. I remember my partner was in a fetal position crying, and his wife's like, you're killing my husband. Like, stop.
What was wrong with him?
We were pushing each other so hard, so hard to do a good doc, right? Mm-hmm. It's like you just get to the end and I'd been there myself. You're broken. Yeah. And so I was like, well, I guess the documentary's done, because I didn't really feel like it was where it needed to be. But we were all out of steam. We were out of money. I pushed my partner to the brink of death. And his wife was screaming at me, so I was like, all right. So then we sold that to NBC Universal, and it aired as a 2-hour special on the Sci-Fi Channel. And then 3 years later, I owned the rights again, and I was like, I'm gonna pick this back up and make it to the film I always wanted it to be. So I spent a couple more years on Out of the Blue, and I released that as a director's cut. And in the process of that, I broke a big story with the governor of Arizona, Fife Symington, who there's a very famous Phoenix Lights case that happened in March 13th, 1997. And the governor poo-pooed it at the time. And then 10 years later, I met up with him. It's like, why did you poo-poo it? You had one of your aides dressed up as an alien. They came and mocked the whole thing, and all your, constituents were upset. And he admitted that he saw it too. So then that happened and exploded in the headlines.
What did he see? Oh, he saw the lights.
Oh, he saw a craft. He saw a big, all connected boomerang shape. He said it must have been a mile from wingtip to wing across because it was so big.
Why did he poo-poo it though?
He said that there was overwhelming fear, like people were just freaking out. He contacted the local Air Force Base, Luke Air Force Base. He contacted the Pentagon, and they all shrugged their shoulders, according to him, and said, "We don't know what the hell that thing was."
What?
So anyway, I broke that story, and then I got. I hope you don't mind. I'm giving you a longer version of this.
No, I like it, dude. Yeah.
So I broke that story, and it catapulted me into the limelight. I mean, we were on all the talk shows, Larry King Live, with the governor, and I thought, gosh, this would be a really good time to capitalize on this attention because media coverage is very fleeting, and it only happens. You're lucky if it happens once in a lifetime. So I was like, hey, let me capitalize on this, and let me do an event at the National Press Club. And so I did with my friend Leslie Kane, and it was 2007, and we flew in 14 military and government officials from 7 countries and held an event at the National Press Club, and I shot the whole thing on HD, and then I ended up making a movie about that, which I sold to A&E called I Know What I Saw, and it was a 2-hour History Channel special. Mm-hmm. So then I was just like, I'm done with UFOs. Like I'm done.
Yeah.
And I one of the things I've learned is never say never because I've said that so many times in the past. But then I stepped away from it for a little while. Excuse me. I did a film on the BP oil spill in 2010. And then
has that ever gotten cleaned up? Are the waters good now from that?
I don't know if they're gonna realize the long-term environmental impacts because they were pumping Corexit 5,000 feet down into the oil, trying to keep it like from surfacing because they get fined for all the surface oil.
Oh, really?
So if they hide it with the Corexit, which they'd never done subsea injection before, so they did that. And
they just blanket it down on the bottom. Basically.
They dumped more Corexit into the Gulf ever before, more than they'd ever done anywhere. It was a huge lab test in the Gulf. Yeah. Oh yeah.
I've been personally boycotting BP forever since that.
So
I won't get the gas.
So there's only 2 times where I've almost been killed. I've been threatened to be killed in all my filmmaking years. One of them was when I did the BP oil spill film. There was a fisherman. He was head of fisheries for a number of different states. And he met with me secretly, and he was giving me photographs of the fish impact that it was having on these species from the Corexit and the oil. And they had like cysts and boils and just disgusting.
Fuck.
He gave me these photographs, and he goes, "You reveal my identity, boy, I'm going to hunt you down and slit your throat. Do we have an understanding?" I said, "Yes, sir, we do." And he wasn't kidding. He was like, he goes, "Because I run the fisheries, I'm shooting myself in the foot along with a lot of other people, but I can't in good conscience let the people eat this stuff not knowing what's going on, like turn a big lab experiment." The other time I almost got shot in the face is when I was making Moment of Contact. I don't know if you ever saw that film. Mm-hmm. It's about a UFO crash in Brazil. I was there with my buddy Marco Leal for like 12 years on and off, and I made a film called Moment of Contact. It was released in 2022. Yeah, late 2022. And we tracked down a guy who'd been hiding for 26 years who allegedly was driving the car during the second capture of a live alien. I know it sounds nuts. I'm with you.
No. Explain that. I don't know what you're talking about.
It was a UFO crash that took place in 1996 in Varginha, Brazil. Mm-hmm. I had been looking into it for 12 years. I didn't believe it when I first heard about it. In fact, I was making my first UFO documentary, my second UFO documentary out of the blue when I heard about the crash. It happened in 96. I was making it in like 99, 2000. That's when I started. I heard about it, but I was like, that's impossible. They don't have a UFO crash and live aliens walking through the town. No way. So I took 10 years before I even, like almost 10 years before I would even, actually, it was over 10 years before I would even look into it. And then I ended up spending about 12 years. But in any case, a UFO was spotted in trouble. It was a cylindrical shape object, like a cigar. It was like a aluminum kind of shape, no wings, no visible means of propulsion. It had, according to the witnesses that I interviewed, and they're all on camera, it had a gash in the back of it and had sort of a white vapor coming out the backside, and it was definitely in trouble because all the people who claimed to have seen it said it was struggling to stay in the air. And then it eventually crashed. 2 days later in the town of Varginha, just a few miles away, people reported these strange creatures. And then there were 2, according to the authorities and military people, that information that had leaked out, and the researchers locally, 2 or 3 of the creatures were captured And the second capture was involving a police officer by the name of Marco Cherez, and the driver of that car, Lopes, Eric Lopes, and Eric Cherez died within a couple of weeks of touching the creature. He manhandled it and took it to the local hospital. He got a weird infection and then died.
Damn, dude,
Yeah,
really?
Yeah, it's true.
Hey,
Do I take
no
a break
alien
there?
music.
Sorry about that.
So the only other living witness to that second capture was the driver, Eric Lopes, who's also a police officer.
And he was, so he was just driving. The other guy apprehended.
Yeah, he was actually on duty that night, and they were told him be on the lookout for something strange, something real strange. They didn't say live aliens or anything like that. They just be on the lookout. We're looking for something. So he calls his buddy, Marco, who was actually off that night, Marco Cherez, and he's like, "Hey, I got this weird assignment tonight. Like they're saying there's something weird on the loose, or I don't know. You want to come with me?" So they team up. He jumps in the car. Off they go. They see it. It ran across the road in front of them, slammed the brakes on. Marco jumps out of the car, grabs the thing, puts it in the back of the car, takes it to Humanitas Hospital.
What'd they say it looked like? Did they
It was
say?
brown. You could look it up. Varginha creature. It was. It had a big head, big red eyes. It had brown, oily skin, frail, weak, struggling, suffering.
Yeah.
All the witnesses said. And then Marco Cherez had this like oily, greasy. He was like rubbing his body down with rubbing alcohol afterwards, and then he got this infection. We interviewed the doctors that worked on him. He died. And they couldn't explain it. They were like, they'd never seen anything like that bacteria ever. Somehow his body just had no defense against it, and he died. So the only living witness to that incident, that particular capture, is Eric Lopes. So
The driver.
yeah, so I got in touch with the mayor. They actually interviewed the mayor of the town, this guy Verge, and he's like, "Hey, is there anything I can do to help you guys? I believe this happened. I want to get the story out. I think the world needs to know." I was like, "Yeah, there's something you could do. Could you help me locate this guy, Eric Lopes? He's been MIA for 26 years.
What?
And he was apparently driving the car." So we go to his house. Really spooky, right? The guy's off the beaten path. Get to his house, and that's the creature. That's it.
Jesus, man.
Yep, that's it. Mm-hmm.
Oh, fuck.
Yep, that was witnessed in broad daylight by three girls, Valkyria, Liliani, and Katya. Two of them are sisters. Broad daylight. They got within 10 feet of that creature in broad daylight.
Damn.
Yeah, it was crazy. So anyway, we get to Eric Lopes' house, and he I don't speak Portuguese, but he was like apparently telling everyone, get the hell out of there, or he's going to start spraying bullets.
What?
And he said it like 3 or 4 times, and then I looked over at the guy, the translator, and he looked at me, and he was just like this. Eric Lopes was looking out the window right above me, and I was looking at his eyes going, God, that guy's seen something. I don't know, man. He had looked like he was so burdened with something. You see it in his eyes. I remember I'd never looked into someone's eyes that had that profound, like he was just burdened with something really
Did he look
intense.
like afraid, or he just looked kind of like just
He
distant?
looked like he'd been shouldering something so profound, so deep, so deeply, profoundly disturbing, and that he couldn't share it with anybody. That's what it looked like.
Oh, man.
But anyway, it's confused. But anyway, that was a second time. Only 2 times where I actually was like
Threatened to be shot. Okay, wow, okay.
Yeah,
Jesus
threatened to be
Christ,
shot.
man. That's crazy. So you didn't even get to talk to the guy? He wouldn't talk?
Well, he funny enough, it's really funny actually, because he said, and you could see it in the movie, when we rolled up, he's like, if you're here to talk about the ET, Eric won't talk. And he referred to himself in the third person, which is weird. And then it was like, Eric's not here. And then it's like, I'm going to start shooting right now, bullets out of here. And I kept asking, I didn't know what he was saying. So I kept trying to get a question in, like to my translator. And the translator looking at me like, dude, just chill, And then finally he looked at me like, it's time to go. Like that look, you don't need to speak any language
For
to
sure,
get that
yeah.
look.
Yeah.
It was like, we're leaving now, period. And I
Holy
was like,
shit,
what's
man.
going on? Anyway, so yeah, that was.
What do you think happened to him? Do you think he got like inhabited or something? That's
Just imagine for a moment if he really was the driver that was involved in the capture of a live alien. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm not saying believe it or don't believe it, but if it did happen, and then your best friend dies,
yeah.
and now the family and the world wants to know what happened, and you can't talk, and because your life has been threatened, right?
Yeah.
So you have to shoulder that burden for 26 years, right?
Yeah.
So if it happened, you can imagine how disturbing that was. And, he's military intelligence, so, he's armed to the teeth, I'm sure. And I would talk to some other fellow Brazilian UFO researchers, Uberajaro Rodrigues, this guy Peccaccini, and he was like, oh, yeah, back in 26 years ago, we wouldn't go near Eric Lopes. I was like, why not? He goes, everybody knew that guy was packing. He was just going to open fire. I was like, well, now you guys tell me. Jesus Christ, I went to the guy's house. I probably almost got shot in the face.
That would have sucked so bad, dude.
That would have been a real bummer.
Oh, that would have sucked.
Yeah. So anyway, coming off the heels of that, I, because I did a film called The Phenomenon, right, which covers the phenomenon from the 40s up to relatively modern day, 2017, 2020, whatever.
Yeah.
And then I naturally, the natural progression would have been to go from the phenomenon to the program, which is out now. But I had unfinished business with this alleged UFO crash case. And so I went back to Brazil like a fifth time, and I filmed Moment of Contact, right? And then at the very end of it all, and I totally believed it. In fact, I remember taking one of the audio guys, he lived in Rio de Janeiro, and this guy Guy, and he goes, oh, yeah, we heard about that story back 26 years ago. Nobody believes it. It's like, kind of like what Roswell,
For sure, yeah.
Then I took him on all the shoots, and he was like, holy shit, this happened, And I said, yeah, I wouldn't waste 12 years of my time if I didn't.
Yeah.
So at the last week or so of filming in Brazil, a flight control officer with the Brazilian military, because flight control, fire department, police, they're all connected to the military. He came forward and said, yeah, I saw the United States Air Force plane come in and land in Campinas, and then sent
Wait,
two.
what did you say? What?
So it was confirmed the United States Air Force was involved with this UFO crash case.
Okay.
That the United States Air Force flew in to a place called Campinas. And then from Campinas, I know, right? I know, Varginha and Campinas, right? Doesn't get any better than that. Can you believe it? I know.
Sorry. I thought my mind was just making tricks.
I thought you might have known about this case. I'm sorry.
Campinas and
Joe Rogan talked about it for a year.
Campinas. No.
Yeah.
I wish I knew about
I know.
So there's an alien invasion.
Well, so
They probably thought it was the best place ever. They're like, dude, we got to go to Campinas, Virginia.
Virginia. I know, you can't make this stuff up. I know.
Okay,
it's
so
really
what
funny.
happened?
So the last time I was there after 12 years of filming on and off, a guy comes forward, and he was with flight control with the Brazilian government, military. And he's like, yeah, I was on duty that night, and I saw, this is January 20th, 1996, and I saw USAF come in. And I was like, USAF? United States Air Force, USAF. Flight come in and didn't have authorization to land. So he told some folks, like, I can't let this guy land. You need authorization. And then a higher up stepped in the room and said, let him land.
Yeah.
So he goes, yeah, this thing landed. Then one or two helicopters were unloaded, and they were flown to Varginha. They picked up some stuff, came back to the Campinas, loaded it on the plane, and the United States Air Force plane, back to the United States. Yeah. So that was when I became aware of the fact that, wow, there probably is a crash retrieval program going on. So when I started doing the program, the film that's out now, it was almost personal for me, right? Because I had no idea. Like, I was on Joe Rogan talking about Moment of Contact in April of 2023. Well, in July of 2023, the highest level intel officer, David Grush, testified under oath to a bipartisan group of lawmakers that there is a crash retrieval program, and he found it.
Damn.
Yeah. So that's so the program kind of covers this unprecedented push for transparency on what the intel agencies really know about the phenomenon, right?
What kicked that off? I was curious about that. Like, this is my thing. If things are like top secret, you have these giant kind of like, mechanisms of power controlling and hiding things. I do find it funny that they're like, you swear you're telling the truth, and they're like, that you fucking got me, dude. Yes, I pinky promise. Like, it's a weird system we still do.
Yeah, well,
where it's like, you better tell the truth, and we're like, you got me.
So people think that the government suddenly had an epiphany and decided to be more transparent on the UFO phenomenon. That's not what happened.
Yeah, I doubt that.
Yeah, right. What happened was there were a couple of intel insiders, Christopher Mellon being one of them, former Deputy Assistant Secretary of Defense for Intelligence, along with Lou Elizondo and a handful of others, just small handful, that protested because of excessive secrecy. They found a loophole and walked some evidence from the Pentagon out on the front page of the New York Times, and that happened in December of 2017.
Okay.
So they can't put the genie back in the bottle, right?
Yeah.
So more people keep coming forward now, more people coming forward. And then Congress started getting wind. They were having behind doors meetings with some of these witnesses, and they were like, ooh, there's a there. Wow. And then they had the first congressional hearing by a guy named Andre Carson, Congressman Andre Carson. That was 2022. That had a hint of a crash retrieval program that was revealed through a memo, the Davis-Wilson memo. Then they had congressional hearings in July of 2023, and that's when it was all out. David Grush said, yeah, we have a crash retrieval program. And then recently, just a month ago, we had more congressional hearings, which I attended. And Lou Elizondo, who ran ATIP, or was one of the members on ATIP, he confessed under oath that there is a crash retrieval program.
So they have been going around and scooping these things up. So there's
Yes.
things. So what do you say to people who are like, it's just super advanced military technology they're hiding from everybody?
Well, if that's the case, that would be an even bigger story because somebody has kept it secret for over 80 years.
Yeah,
So,
true,
wow,
yeah.
okay, that's
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah. No, I hear you.
These things exhibit a technology that's just so beyond anything that we have in our arsenal.
So, and what are the examples of like the technology that we can't really wrap our heads around?
So you have objects that can hover without displaying any kind of visible means of propulsion. They can accelerate from a standstill to out of sight in the blink of an eye, right-angle turns at high speeds, no sonic boom, no air disturbance, very little noise. Sometimes you'll hear a slight buzzing or humming noise, but that's it within certain proximity, some of the witnesses. And they fly rings around our fastest jets. I mean, like they make a mockery of our fastest jets. I mean, you could just talk to David Fravor about that, 2003 off the coast of San Diego. So, and I think the big secret is they don't know what it is. I mean, they know it's engineered, right? They know it's technological, but there's a psychic component to it as well. So it would be very difficult for any governing body to come forward and say, hey, ladies and gentlemen, my fellow Americans, it has been brought to our attention that there are structured craft of unknown origin whizzing around with impunity. They fly rings around our fastest jets, so we don't know who they are, where they come from, and if they turn out to be hostile, we have no visible means of defense against them. Thank you and good night.
Yeah, true. Everyone would be like, fuck this.
Everyone would be like, no! That's why right now, when they don't know what these drones are, they're calling them drones because drones is a little less scary than UAP, right? So they're calling them drones, but they're saying, you have nothing to fear, and yet we don't know what the hell they are. So that's a little strange, because how could you say what something isn't when you don't know what it is?
Yeah, true. Isn't it funny how the people we love most are often the hardest to shop for? Luckily, there's one gift that everyone on your list is sure to enjoy, an Aura digital picture frame. Named number 1 by Wirecutter, Aura frames make it incredibly easy to share unlimited photos and videos directly from your phone to the frame. And when you give an Aura frame as a gift, you can personalize and preload it with a thoughtful message and photos using the Aura app, making it an ideal present for long-distance loved ones. It's a gift so special, they'll use it every day. I mean, they want me to talk about the hunt for the perfect gift. Yeah, man, it is hard getting the perfect gift, and there's nothing better and selfless than just, giving a photo of yourself to a person. No, you're giving a photo. I'm joking around. It's the holidays. Everyone's having a tough time. Come on, please don't drop us, dude. All of our corporate sponsors are mad right now. Guys, it is nice. Your mother loves you so much, and your father, they just want to see your face. Just give them a picture of you and your brothers, dude, back when you were young and beautiful before you became old and decrepit. Yeah, so, I love it. My mom has one. She loves seeing it. Hey, Bill, I'm recording advertisements, dude. I know you broke your leg, but please. Yeah, so very good. Hey, guys, and if that's not personal enough, you can even upload a video message to play on the frame as soon as they plug it in. So the first thing they hear is your voice and how much you love them. Save on the perfect gift by visiting auraframes.com to get $35 off Aura's best-selling Carver mat frames by using promo code MSSP at checkout. That's auraframes.com, promo code MSSP. This deal is exclusive to listeners, so get yours now in time for the holidays. Terms and conditions apply. This episode is brought to you by BetterHelp. How do you stay cozy during the winter months? For some, wrapping up in a blanket with a mug of hot chocolate or watching a movie with the family is the best way to spend the month of December. Therapy is a great way to bring yourself some comfort that never goes away even when the season changes. I mean, what a beautiful message. because your family will go away, but you can always do therapy. That is beautiful. If you're thinking of starting therapy, give BetterHelp a try. It's entirely online, designed to be convenient, flexible, and suited to your schedule. Just fill out a brief questionnaire to get matched up with a licensed therapist and switch therapist anytime for no additional charge. Find comfort this December with BetterHelp. Visit BetterHelp.com/MSSP today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/MSSP. And guys, it is the holiday times. A lot of people get sad and freak out. Maybe you're an advertiser and you're saying, this ad should have been a fucking minute long. So maybe I'm just wasting time and trying to get to a minute. But guys, it is the holidays. People get sad. I get cheerful. I get full of holiday cheer. I love it. So I'm not sad during the holidays. I like the holidays, but some of you get very sad. So do what you need to do in terms of finding your supports. All right. You know what we all could use a little more of? Getting off asses. I have no problem with that sentence. With bold flavors and a crisp, refreshing kick, Mountain Dew gives you that extra push to get moving and feel like you're on top of the world, a world where the sun is always shining, your crew's ready for action, and unforgettable adventures are just around the corner. Call out your favorite flavor. I mean, obviously, guys, I'm classic. I'm keeping it cool on this one. My corporate partners were a little upset. So, I just want to keep it all business right now. This is a Mountain Dew. Check that out. Some of the verbiage is great tasting, refreshing, and has a citrus kick, which is very nice. Talk about what game/activity you'd play with friends. Honestly, I like to talk about that. I thought I was being pretty open and candid, with my branding partners, talking about what I was doing with my friends, but I don't know if they like my candidness or my candid nature. So I'm just going to say, me and my friends, we drink Mountain Dew, we hype each other up, we watch the game with each other, and then our wives come over. And I'm not going to talk about wife swapping or anything like that with our corporate partners, but we just have a good time, dude. Whatever, man. Just fucking do you, bro. The mountain is calling. You should answer. Grab your friends. Grab an ice-cold Mountain Dew wherever refreshing beverages are sold, and do the do. Yeah, it is deeply unsettling to be like, because, human beings just have this idea we're kind of like top dog in the universe.
Yeah,
so
it does
threaten. It does threaten. I mean, I feel kind of weird. Like, what do you think I have two questions.
Yes.
What's the telepathic element you're talking about?
I'll give you an example. There's examples like this that go on for decades. But David Fravor, the encounter that took place, it's now commonly referred to as the Nimitz case. It was off the coast of San Diego in 2003. And he chased this Tic Tac looking object. It had no wings, no propulsion. It could hover. It was hovering right over the ocean. He could see it down below. There was 2 military jets that saw it. Got 4 people that got visual. Then they picked it up on the radar, and they chased after it. And as they were close, the object was down just above the ocean surface, and it was darting around kind of like this. And Fravor said he was going to get a closer look at it at whatever altitude he was. So he started spiraling down to get a closer look at it. Jesus. And the Tic Tac object starts spiraling up. So it was mimicking his movement, but backwards. So he's spiraling down, it's spiraling up. And then he decides to kind of do a maneuver and intercept it, like cut it off. He gets right at it. He goes, this is about a quarter of a mile. And he goes, that sounds kind of far away, or half a mile, whatever it is. But in flight, it's very close.
Yeah.
No rivets, no seams. Like, what is this thing? And then he said it took off. Like, impossible. Like this, it did something that's just not even possible. And then it ended up at their, it's a strategic Latin launch that's like predetermined before. I'm trying to think of the technical name they use for that. But in any case, it just showed up right at that exact tactical spot at their Latin launch. It's like, and he said he had like the hair on the back of his neck stand up straight, because that was like it. Basically, like I'm 5 steps ahead of you guys. Like,
yeah,
I even know where your Latin launch is,
man.
Yeah. So, and again, I could give you example after example.
For sure.
Example,
yeah, no, that makes
that's
sense.
Just one.
That's
yeah,
pretty crazy.
Yeah.
So what do you think are like the implications on like day-to-day kind of like human thinking and affairs? Say it's just like it's proven without any sort of doubt or whatever. It's proven that there is like life forms that just dwarf our kind of technology and understanding of the universe. What do you think that does to human beings? Think that's a good, or you think they'll like spin people out, or maybe make us be a little nicer knowing we have like other life forms watching us?
Yeah. I think I always felt that it would be a little scary, right? But that's okay. I mean, reality is reality. It's been going on for a long time. It doesn't seem to be here to hurt us because others might argue with me on that point. But for the most part, it seems to be a fairly benign. I mean, there are other aspects of the phenomenon that one might argue is a little scary, but whatever. That's a whole nother.
Well, I would argue. I would argue. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, it's okay. Yeah, please.
I would argue if they're that advanced, there's a huge chance they're not kind of like predacious and like, you know what I mean? Because it'd be hard to be that advanced while you're still dealing with kind of like those more animal aggressive kind of instincts.
Yeah.
You think it would implode like human beings? Like if we don't kind of get our kind of aggressive instincts under control, we might like blow ourselves up.
Oh yeah. No, it's really funny actually. And to your point. I interviewed this guy, Robert Salas, who was a launch control officer during the height of the Cold War. And I think he was in charge of Minuteman missiles, but they were nuclear arms. And I'm not sure if it was Minot or anyways, one of these bases housing nuclear weapons. And objects were seen over the base, documented over the base, and then all of their vast majority of nuclear weapons went into a no-go situation. They were just shut off, and they're all independently controlled. I report about it in my film, The Phenomenon. And I talked to Salas about this, and it was funny. I could see why he was a launch control officer because he's got this demeanor where he's just like super mellow and calm and just measured and just doesn't, he's like, well, James, the message I got from that is almost like taking matches out of the hands of a baby. Maybe you shouldn't be playing with these things. Yeah. And I was like, wow, never thought of it that way. Wow.
I never heard of that. So they all just deactivated.
Yeah. Oh, there's 50 cases in my film, The Phenomenon. I literally did a deep dive in there with the help of this guy, Robert Hastings, who wrote the book on it. And you'll hear officer after officer after officer about incursions over military bases. They seem to be like some people had put it, like a moth to a flame. Like anytime there's nukes around, the phenomenon kind of just comes around to check it out. Yeah.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah, Senator Harry Reid, former Senate Majority Leader Harry Reid, gave me an interview. I think it was like 2019, and he was the one that started this. One of the key people that started this UFO investigation, ATIP, Advanced Aerospace Threat Identification Program. Before that, it was OSAP. But in any case, I asked him. It went on for 10 years. It was never meant to go public, but again, people had protested from the inside from excessive secrecy and walked some evidence out of the Pentagon onto the front page of the New York Times. And it went on for 10 years. It was found out in like at the end of 2017. It started around 2008, 2007, something like that. Mm-hmm. And I said, what were some of the more astonishing aspects of the phenomenon that you learned during that 10-year Pentagon investigation? And he goes, right away, just like that. He goes, they're interested in our nukes. And I was like, oh, whoa, I'd heard about that a little bit. So we did a whole segment on it within the phenomenon of
Wow. That's pretty crazy.
Yeah. And there are a lot of incursions going on, military bases all over the place still. So I don't know. I think it's a far more complex issue than one might, gather.
Yeah, true.
It doesn't have like one easy explanation. I've been doing this 30 years and I don't know what the hell's going on.
Yeah, it's one of those things that does.
I wish I did.
Well, it kind of dwarfs the perceived power of governments, where you're like, the United States, where like we have all these missiles, or like the cutting edge of technology. And then you see something that's so much more advanced. If it's really buzzing around, kind of like it makes the government less authoritative almost. So you're kind of like, all right, dude. Like
I thought it would have a unifying effect on all of humanity, quite honestly. I mean, if there's an outside force, I mean, Reagan had talked about it, but he used more of his threat. But if you have something I think it would unify us.
Yeah. Excuse
me. I remember interviewing Apollo astronaut Edgar Mitchell, and he was Apollo 14, sixth man to walk on the moon. And he said on the way to the moon, he was so caught up in all the data, and he might as well have been a simulator. But coming back, he got to kind of really just look at the Earth and look at and really feel what he was doing. He was hurling through this little tin can through the vastness of space and darkness. And he goes, you don't know dark until you've been into space. Like it's a vacuum out there. And he goes, I looked at Earth and I watched it slowly getting bigger and bigger, and all those invisible lines, I didn't see any territories, and I was imagining all the wars that were taking place and all this. And he really felt, not just saw, but felt like humankind as one race, one You know what I mean? One people kind of thing. And I think that this reality will help accelerate that.
Yeah,
in my opinion.
I think it's a good thing. But you get a lot of people who start being like, they're trying to use this to start up a new world government and blah 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 blah. And it's like,
I don't think they have control of it. I really don't.
yeah, I would argue
Someone
that.
who's investigated all around the world for 30 years.
There's no way.
I don't think that I think that they're doing what they're doing.
True, and it's one of those things where it's like, if there say for argument's sake, say there were some just human beings who are so powerful they were engineering these kind of crafts. It's like, well, guess what? They're going to do whatever they want, whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that's awesome, man. I think it's pretty cool, and I think it is I don't know. I think it's good for people to have kind of shocks to their system, and I think the UAP kind of like reality
does
of other
that.
life forms does a good shock to the system in a way.
I mean, if you look at the program, you'll see, refreshingly, you'll see a bipartisan effort. You'll see Democrats and Republicans working together, being civil, and like really trying to get to the bottom of it. And I love that.
Yeah.
About that, it's uniting Congress and our elected officials, no question about it. You're looking at AOC with Tim Burchett being really kind to each other and calling each other colleagues, and it's very. Yeah, I love that. I think we need more of it.
Yeah,
So,
because you can get so into your like hometown versus a country. You're like ants on a hill. You're like, this is this huge place. Then you get a cosmic perspective, and you're like,
right?
oh, fucking that's
Right?
nothing.
They should send all politicians into space.
They should. That'd be awesome. Or just give them a ton of LSD.
There you go. Either or.
Sure.
Is it possible that this is it's us, but an ancient civilization? Like if Elon Musk or Bill Gates, if something happened now, they would just go into their bunkers, and they have huge bunkers, and their civilization would grow for thousands of years. And everybody else on top, we decelerate and we become back to cavemen. And now 12,000 years later, they're finally coming to the surface again. But it's us, just a more advanced civilization that was able to keep going.
I've heard that theory, and one of the things that I'm coming to terms with is that all options are on the table, as far as I'm concerned. I mean, I've heard interdimensional, I've heard future, coming back from the future. I've heard interplanetary. I've heard they're right here all along, down in our oceans and in specific locations around the world. And I can't say no to any of them. I have to keep all options on the table. And at one point jokingly said, "It's a huge universe." I said, maybe it's all the above. Maybe it's not just one race. Maybe it's a number of different things. It's one of the reasons why I showed some incredible Hubble telescope photography from space and galaxies. And one photograph in particular from NASA is they look like almost stars. There's so many of them, but then you realize they're not stars. You're looking at galaxies, and each one of those galaxies has like 400 billion stars, right? And it's like, and you're looking at all these pinpoints of light, and those are all galaxies, and you're thinking, you got to be kidding me. That's just incomprehensibly big, right? It's like, and we're just like, there's more stars. There's 10,000 times more stars than there are grains of sand on all the beaches in the world. It's like 10,000 times.
So you can't even wrap your head
And
around
it's getting
it.
bigger by the day. And now they're talking about multiverses and stuff. It's like, God only knows, man. Like, sometimes it's like, my mind hurts thinking about it. Like, I don't know, man. Sometimes when I think about the vastness and like how it keeps going on, and if it's not infinite, then where does it stop?
Well, this is the thing that fucks me up. It has to be infinite, because if it
warps
were
my
to stop, it
brain.
could only stop by a sort
Something
of
stopping
border,
it.
and there'd have to be something on the other edge of the border. So it has to be by definition infinite.
So insane.
The universe really is like ruled by like dream logic. That's the only place a thing can be infinite and not infinite is in a dream. Don't get me started, dude. So I was freaking out in the Uber last night.
It blows my mind. Seriously, I'm just like,
But you know what I'm talking about, though? It has to be infinite, because if it were finite, there'd be a bordering edge, and there'd have to be some physical thing on. You can't have something that borders that doesn't have another side of it. So it can't be bored. It has to be infinite. Otherwise,
I remember one time thinking to myself, like, I have no idea why I'm here. What the hell's going on?
I do that every day.
I don't think we're here to hate each other.
yeah,
That's one thing I feel like, come on.
yeah. Well, it doesn't feel good in your body. That's what I've been doing. It's like people say, like, this is crazy. It's all airy fairy talk. It's like, well, dude, if you like just assume we're these kind of like struggling animals with nothing other than animal instincts, and our whole sense of consciousness is like just wafting off these. It's just like this nonsense that's wafting off our instincts. It's like to take that worldview it literally hurts your body.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, I agree with you, man. I
Right.
think if you kind of open yourself up to like the kind of cosmic scale, becoming basically like a cosmic patriot rather than your country or people will be mad at me for that. Like, ooh, but you can like your country, but also be like, I'm also a citizen of the universe. And
Absolutely.
Opening yourself up to that scale feels good.
I remember asking Edgar Mitchell. It was really funny because we're in the middle talking about UFOs, and he like kind of grew up in Roswell, the surrounding areas, and so he knew all the ranchers from back in the late 40s, early 50s, actually even earlier than that. And I was like, God, I'm so sorry to ask this question of you because I'm sure you get asked this all the time. What was it like to go to the moon? And he's like, well, James, if you'd like, I'll tell you, and so I got such a detailed description of what it was like, right down to when they landed on the lunar surface. They were hearing these meteorites pelting the skin of their craft, and they've been up basically for 3 days. And NASA's like, you guys need to go to sleep, and they were like, oh no, man, I want to. They tried to go to sleep, and then they were too excited. They were like, told NASA, we're overriding your recommendations. We're putting our suits on. We're going.
Wait, so they were up for 3 days straight, and they were just like,
Yeah,
oh, man.
they couldn't sleep. They were on the lunar surface, and he said they put their suits on, and they went out there, and he's walking around the lunar surface, and he says he sees off in the distance this blue marble. I love sharing this story because it's so crazy. This blue marble suddenly rise. It was an Earthrise from the moon, and he said there it was, this oasis of life. Suspended in the darkness of space, the vacuum of space, such a hostile environment around it, right? And there it rose, and he had these big gloves on, and he put up one hand and he blocked out the entire Earth, right, from the lunar surface. And he's like, all that I know, all that I've learned, all the borders, all the people, and I'm blocking it out with one hand.
Damn.
Yeah, isn't that cool?
Wait, so the Earth rises when you're on the moon?
Yeah,
Kinda
he
like
said it
the
was an
sun?
Earthrise. Yeah, it was an Earthrise. Yeah, isn't that
That's so fucking
crazy?
cool. That's so cool.
Yeah, and he was like, it was like a blue marble. Like he said, it's suspended in a vastness. He goes, you don't understand the vacuum of space until you've been there. Like it's dark, it's hostile, and there's this oasis, this life oasis. And yeah, it's really.
It does suck, and it sucks to waste it just being.
Oh
just
my gosh,
fucking miserable dick.
It's all we got.
I know, and I'm guilty of that. I can be a miserable dickhead, but it's like it really is, especially when you look at it. It's like if you look at the scale, and then you get into like the math behind like what are the if they go, all right, it all happened by chance. Well, what is like the mathematical probability of that? And it's like literally. If you were a math person, you'd be like, well, yeah, my own math proves that this happening for no reason is so statistically improbable.
It's crazy.
Yeah. And they go, well, it's just because the universe is infinite and that anything can happen. It's like, okay. Like, all right. Yeah, that's cool.
I wonder sometimes if we just like, I used to think back when I first started this, because I was like, I would go into the field. I wouldn't just read books or go to conferences. I would actually go to locations and meet with witnesses on UFO sightings all over the place. And so I knew the phenomenon was real. I mean, unless everybody I was talking to, including pilots and FAA officials and civilians and governors, all lying, I was like, well, maybe, it's such a big universe. It's, the galaxy, whatever, Milky Way, we probably just get periodic visitation for whatever reason. The governments decide to cover it up. That's what I thought.
Sure.
But now, all these years later, I'm like, oh my gosh, now I feel like I know less today than I did when I started.
Yeah.
Because like you said, like, could it be time travelers? Yes, it could. Could it be interdimensional? Yes, it could. Could it be interplanetary? Sure could. Why not? Yeah.
Yeah, well, Tucker Carlson now is like
he's freaked out.
He's like big
like,
on the interdimensional thing.
I'm done.
Yeah, he's like out of nowhere.
He tapped out.
He got off of Fox, and he was just next thing you know, it's just like there's interdimensional entities, blah blah blah, and everyone's like, "What the fuck, dude?"
Yeah, no, he tapped out.
What do you mean he tapped
He's
out?
not doing the UAP anymore.
He just doesn't even want to. He doesn't even want to talk about it.
He learned certain things, and he's like, "We're done. I'm not doing this." And it's funny actually because one of the things that Senator Harry Reid said to me was that they were just trying to get some of these senators to look at the data, look at the evidence, and they were so dismissive of. They said it's demonic, and I'm not going to engage with that. So because they couldn't explain it, or for whatever reason, it was just written off. So there's that wing of the elected officials that have looked at it like that way. I don't know if they're still looking at it that way, but they were like, it's demonic, and we don't want anything to do with it. I'm not even going to look at it.
Damn.
That's what he told me.
Yeah.
Yeah, and even people within the Pentagon saying that.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense especially if you're like an older man, and typically politicians, and I would say even more so like military people. A lot of them are sort of kind of like a rigid, kind of like insulated, and like not like they're not saying like they're egoic, but it is like they have a very kind of top down way of thinking, and like stuff like this is just like there's no time for it.
One of the people in the part of the UAP task force, I'm not sure what year he was involved, but his name is Lenval Logan, great guy, and. He goes, it's crazy. He goes, we pick up a Russian MiG or something on the radar, and it's all hands on deck. And yet, when it doesn't have any markings on it, we can't identify it. It's like nothing to see here, folks. It's like he's like, well, how could that be? What? Like if it had a Russian flag or a Chinese flag, it would be all hands on deck.
Yeah.
But because it doesn't have that, it's flying rings around. We can't stop it, control it, whatever. It's like nothing to see here, folks. Yeah.
Oh, that's kind of nuts.
That's what he said. Yeah.
There's got to be some sort of directive. Like I said, if you're military, there's rules for everything. So to be like, we'll get that
He's
later.
like, how can that be? I was like, it's a great quote. It's one of the quotes at the end in the credit. I always like to, when I'm editing a film, I'll get a lot of what I call GMs or golden moments, and I always paint those. I color those like a gold color. And then I put them, if I can't find a place for them in the movie, I tuck them aside in my GM, basket. And then at the end of the film, I'll go, oh God, can I squeeze these in somewhere? And if I can't squeeze them in, one time I was like, why don't I just sprinkle them throughout the credits? So now I always love doing that. What I'll do is I'll get my little GMs, and that moment with Lenval Logan, who's part of the UAP task force, is sprinkled in the credits at the end. So
that's awesome.
If you do watch the program, watch it all the way through the end, because there's lots of cool stuff sprinkled throughout the credits.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah,
that's
isn't that fun?
That is a good idea.
Yeah.
Damn, man. So we'll wrap this up. I think this has been awesome, by the way. Thank you.
Oh, cool. Thanks.
My question is, so say if somebody, the biggest doubting Thomas, or one of the, if someone pretty close-minded is like, I don't even want to think about this stuff. Do you have like one kind of like silver bullet you'd be like, check this out, or would you just?
I would have to say that if you watch the program and you still think there's nothing to it, I think that's going to be nearly impossible. Damn. I really do.
Okay.
Just because of the bipartisan effort, the congressional hearings, people testifying under oath, some of the video photographic cases and radar. And look, the DOD is, begrudgingly admitting that the phenomenon's real. They're not lying anymore about that.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, they're trying to control how this stuff comes out, but it's happening. It's coming out, okay? So one can speculate all day long as to where it's coming from and what's its objective or agenda. That's up for speculation. But the
Wild Wild West.
I went to snap.
What happened to your fucking hand?
I was peeling apples this morning. I peeled my finger. I went right down my goddamn finger, dude.
How bad?
Peeling a Granny Smith. It wasn't too bad.
I used to love Granny Smiths.
Dude, I still do.
Really? I'm a red guy now.
You're a red guy.
I switched.
So now I'm, excuse me, Ron.
Excuse me, brother.
Oh, hey, here's our guest.
Good to see you both. Is it Red Delicious or Macintosh?
Good question.
I like
That's a question.
What's the crisp? What's
Honey
it called?
crisp.
Honey crisp.
Honey Crisp? Oh, those are
Yeah,
nice.
I like a nice crisp. I don't like the reds that are like soft.
Yeah.
That's a
Like,
Macintosh,
sick.
I think.
Yeah,
It's disgusting.
grainy and soft.
Yeah.
Not with that either.
I'm not
Yeah,
trying to
that's
eat
gross.
sand.
No, I still hold down Granny Smith, but I've
They're so
got into
sour and tart now.
Dude, I love them.
Yeah.
This is apple season.
Yeah, it is.
It
So
is
now
apples.
what I do though, I used to do all straight Smith, but now I've got into baking apples. So you got to do a little variety. Throw some Smith in there for the tartness. I think I threw some Honey Crisps actually in there.
Wow, look at you. Can I see the cut? Can you,
It's
can you
small.
show me the
We have
wounds?
bandages.
It's small, but it was in the heat of the moment. I didn't want blood to get on the apples I was cutting, so it's just a little nick. It's nothing crazy.
Okay.
But I was
But
leaking
you did the right thing by covering it
through
up.
the Band-Aid so I can continue. I was just like, yes,
Have
chef.
some Neosporin.
Nah, just the band. It's the bandage. The acid from the Granny Smith probably
Oh, that probably hurt.
probably just cured it all out.
Yes.
Cleaned it out. But I heard kissing a wound will actually make it better scientifically.
It does. The saliva. I heard that too. The saliva actually does it. Yeah. Yeah.
It feels like that cannot be true though.
Oh, it's true.
Yeah.
But saliva, somebody else's saliva in your cut.
Your mommy and daddies you're talking about? You're talking about your mommy
My
and daddy.
mommy and daddy would probably break out in herpes. Fucking disgusting. My slut of a
You had
dad.
to get your finger amputated.
My fucking gay slut of a dad.
Yeah, he would.
Phil's a gay slut.
You got AIDS from your daddy kissing your wounds.
Whoa, dude. My dad doesn't have HIV.
I thought he was a slut, dude.
No, he just said he was gay.
I said he was a gay slut, dude.
I mean, I thought when, you know,
He was a gay
I would
scientifically.
for real give anything for my dad to come down with monkeypox. If he just somehow, not sexually, just
Why
if
would you
he's
ruin him?
accidentally got it,
Just for the giggles.
just to be like, dude, what
like
were
sharing
you,
a needle with his
what were
buddies?
you doing?
Sharing a needle.
Also, he would rock it.
The pox?
He would totally be like, what?
What's the
He
pox
could
look
have
like?
serious sores on his face, and he'd be like, "The hell? What are you talking about?"
Just arms bare, short sleeve shirt.
Yeah, he would rock pox.
Do people die from Mpox at all, or is it just like
No, I think it's just
It's just unsightly.
you just become a freak.
yeah?
It cycles through though. I don't even think it's that bad. I think they just
I think
wanted something.
monkeypox is nothing.
Yeah,
The
they
only
were-
thing that's scary about it is the stigma.
True.
But now everybody else is
terrifying.
getting other shit and they think it's monkeypox.
Ooh, monkeypox is rough, dude.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Let me see, what's
monkeypox
what
is
you looking
rough.
like?
Holy shit!
What's it looking like?
If that's real, but you
they're
never know.
bumpy.
You can Google
Yeah, true.
just about
It
anything.
looks like the Skittles commercial
Little
where they
bumpies.
could like pop the Skittles off.
Oh
Dude, it's
man,
like, they're
monkeypox
dense.
is bad, dude.
Yeah, little bumpies.
It
Here's
would
a-
be funny if your dad got it though.
Yeah, if he accidentally got it, if it ran through the Elks in Mechanicsburg, the bros just came down with it.
Just some
be
dudes
tough.
fucking
Just
like high
one
fiving
dude.
over the game, fucking
Yep.
like yeah.
All it takes is one of the Elks to go suck someone at the Y.
Destigmatize it
True.
though.
There's got to be one guy in the Elks who's
There's definitely some homosexuals at the Elks.
yeah.
Wait, what's the Elks?
The Elks Lodge? It's the fraternal brotherhood.
they have a
Fraternal
frat?
order. Yeah.
They have a man frat?
Yeah, they have a frat.
Really?
It's just for dudes to get the fuck out of the house.
Is there dues? Do you have to pay to get in?
Yeah.
They're like they're only
My
like
dad was
30
named the
bucks.
Rookie of the Year.
What?
His first year. They have a Rookie of the Year. My father has a picture at the Elks. Well, he did it for a year called the Rookie of the Year. There's a picture of Phil.
How do you
in a blazer.
how do
in
you
a suit.
how did you get rookie status?
Just dominated. Showed up nonstop. Put down brewskis.
Yeah, what kind of stats is he
People were like,
putting up?
damn, this guy's some
This is unprecedented.
That is actually pretty sad.
What, getting the rookie of the year? at
Rookie
the
of the
Elks?
year at a local bar when
That
you're
kinda
like
rules.
60 years old. People are like, holy shit, this guy's an alcoholic.
What's the age range for the dudes?
There's some young my bros are getting into it from
Yeah.
back home, which is the Elks does rule. It's like $1 a beer.
Yeah.
That
You
sounds
just pay your
incredible.
dues, you get like 50 cents beers.
There was a bar in Westchester called the Eagles. The
There's
same
a popcorn
thing.
machine.
You got to see if you could
They
play
got
at the
direct
same
TV.
time.
They have like one big screen TV that's like one of the, it's not a flat screen, it's like a box. It's like 800-pound television. They all gather around, watch the Steelers on it.
That's sick, dude.
Yeah, there's a place we used to go to in Westchester. You could drink fucking $1.
It's
you
the
just go
best.
there, get hammered at the Eagle, and then
Yeah.
it was all like club. Everyone would sign you in. It was sick.
When I go home, I go to Friday night bingo night at the Elks. Bingo is fun. And then I lie to my mom. I say they called that. You have bingo. And she'll be like, bingo. And everyone's like, oh, boo. Everyone gets mad, whoever gets bingo. And then the guy comes over and he's like, it's not a good bingo. The whole place is like, I wiped my car. We got to go over the numbers again.
That's not rookie of the year material.
No,
dude.
that's a good trick,
not
though, when you
rookie-
trick your
That
mom.
is so fucking funny.
She was devastated. She actually hasn't really forgiven me for
the
that.
fake call bingo.
Fake, yeah. If you get someone to lie on a bingo,
She probably trusts you so hard.
she was probably like, oh my God, this is it. I've never won anything in my life.
Yeah, dude. Especially if you know you're responsible for someone wiping their card.
Oh,
That's fucking crazy.
yes.
I wiped my card.
But that's that's on them.
That's true.
There's a chance of a not good bingo. Anytime they call 69, the whole place goes, ooh.
Bingo must get rowdies. That is all they
fun
have,
as shit.
right?
Yeah.
That's bad bingo discipline, dude. If someone wipes a card, it's like, dude, how about you get the fuck out of here?
Yeah.
Fucking spaz.
And you got to cheat. I cheat.
How do you
I
cheat?
You get,
Oh, multiple cards.
oh, you know what? You lay out all your cards.
Yeah.
And whatever the first number called, you check and say, all right, I'm going to go with this card. Get a
Yeah.
little advantage up top.
Oh my
Get a
god.
couple advantage. Yeah. I'm a couple brewskis deep at this point
Yeah,
playing
yeah.
bingo at the Elks.
Whatever
At
it
home.
takes. Whatever it takes.
I swear to God, that's about as happy as I get.
That's so fucking fun.
So nice.
Yeah.
Is there ever scandal? Any cheating scandal or just
Yeah, there's some accusations.
yeah?
Whenever one particular table is doing well, the rest of the bar they hate them.
They're talking.
They're like against them, and then yeah.
But how can you even really cheat in bingo?
You just told us.
I mean, you can start like that. You
But that's
can-
not like a
You
cheat.
could bring. You could bring extra cards. You could play
you
multiple
can not
cards.
use a marker. You should be using a marker. You can use chips. You can check your cards and be like, actually, this card's doing pretty good. I'm going to move. You
Yeah.
can play multiple cards.
That's what I'm
at the same
saying. Playing
time.
multiple cards.
Playing
yeah.
And then
multiple
just
cards, yeah,
wipe
that's-
it, keep it.
And what kind of prize money are you looking at? Life
I
changing?
mean, we're talking about blackout, the final cards.
Yeah.
Full blackout, final round, $600. And at the Elks, that's 1,200 beers. That's rookie of the year shit.
That's incredible, dude.
Every night at midnight, they all do this. It's the secret, dude. I shouldn't be divulging this. The Elks are gonna be pissed.
Yeah, no.
I don't know I forget which one's the Moose. The Moose might be this. The Elks might be this.
Yeah, yeah.
It's one of those. At midnight, they to the veterans, dude. To all the fallen troops. Just a bunch of drunk guys.
It's like they're teasing them.
They love the
That doesn't seem
troops. Dude.
respectful.
Almost none of them were troops. They're all just draft dodgers.
They got to hold it down, though, for the troops.
Old dudes love troops so much.
Of course. What's
Yeah.
not to love?
What else is there to love though? Once you're older,
Are there
New
troops in there?
musicians?
Do the troops hit it back to them, or like? do
No,
the
they
troops
all.
salute?
Yeah, I think it's actually just for dead Elks. I could be wrong. Yeah,
For the ones who've gone
for
before
the
us.
for the rookies of the years. Before all the rookies of the years have short shelf lives, dude.
What if you joined and didn't get Rookie of the Year, dude? How furious with yourself would you be?
If my father got it and I didn't,
Yeah, exactly.
it'd be like a Griffey. It'd be like a Ken Griffey situation.
Yeah, exactly.
I might come in, catch a fly ball in front of him, and be like, "That's just us goofing around."
True.
I might be Ken Griffey.
Yeah,
Of
You'd
the
have
Elks.
to. Well, otherwise, it'd be like the beginning of Gladiator. You have to find your dad.
Yeah.
I never knew.
Dude, I just watched Gladiator.
Did you
again.
really?
Put it on in the green room this weekend. Was nuts. I watched Ghost in the Darkness.
Ooh.
A lot of guys don't know
Little
about
Kilmer,
that.
bro.
I don't know
Yeah,
anything
oh, yeah.
about
Little
that.
Kilmer. That was one of my
Kilmer
favorite
goes
movies
out.
ever.
That was when I was a kid. That was on replay.
Got that from Blockbuster, and it was just like, holy fuck.
Yeah, this is unbelievable.
Yeah.
It's actually pretty good.
I
It's
haven't
not as
seen it.
bad as you would think. Then we watched Gladiator. Got in an argument with a comedian named Mike Turner. He was sitting there. He was trying to trash it.
The Gladiator?
Yeah, he was trying to trash Gladiator.
What were the points?
He was saying it was too long. I don't know. He's made me sick.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's like chick shit.
I didn't want to
It's
say
fully
it. But yeah.
chick shit.
That's saying a movie's too long is for girls. That's
Yeah.
girl stuff, dude.
He said he was like Top Gun was the best movie I've ever seen.
That's probably also long. Is that not long?
Well, it's long, but it's also you'd have to be simple.
Can I tell you something? I've never seen Top Gun.
The first or the new one,
Either of them. I've never seen Top Gun.
they're pretty good.
They're sweet.
I don't know why. I've never
the
been
new
drawn
one,
to it.
the new one's cool to watch,
Yeah.
but you'd have to be a moron to be like
This is the
pick
best.
picture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I need Gladiator. I need fucking I need Regicide or Patricide for me to even care about a movie.
What about, like, you said fratricide? What about a fratricide?
I could deal with that too. Fratricide, Regicide, Patricide, I was saying.
There was some patricide in Top Gun.
Was there
kind
really?
of. Did you get it?
Nah.
I thought you had it.
I thought I did too, but this
Somebody's
fucking
gonna have to get
Band-Aid
this
created a
piece of
wind
shit.
tunnel.
I always feel quick as shit whenever I catch one, but then they're like the slowest, dumbest animal.
Yeah, that was a slow moving fly, dude. That was like a shitty
Yeah, it
little
is pretty
fruit fly.
pathetic of a human to be like,
I caught you.
got you.
You're like a single cell organism.
moron.
You're so dumb. You don't even know you're alive.
But yeah, it was good. It was good. They gave me this awesome. The club gave me an autographed John Rocker jersey as a gift.
They must have done a little research.
They
and like,
did. They contacted my agent and said, "What would he like?" And they say my agent said autographed John Rocker.
When do you think he signed that after the tirade?
Oh, you might
I
have.
almost
Dude.
had him. I didn't get him. I didn't get
No,
him.
he
Damn,
dips.
he's
Dude,
quick,
He
dude.
fucking there
That
and
guy's
scrolls
fast,
down.
Oh,
dude.
Boston Scott.
Yeah, he head faked you, dude.
He's hearing all this Top Gun talk and he's fucking having a good
Yeah,
time.
he's in the danger zone. Dude.
He's dive bombing you. Yeah, how did they know you like that? When did
I'll tell you what happened.
He
My
loves Atlanta
agent,
baseball.
my Jew agent, my white Jew agent, he wore a Jackie Robinson Dodgers jersey to my special taping.
I thought it was a Michael Vick jersey he wore.
No, I wish it was a Michael Vick jersey. I would have given him credit.
Kidding.
He was a white dude rocking a Jackie Robinson, and I was like, bro,
That's kind of
it's crazy.
yeah, that's kind of
And he was
crazy.
like, a lot of guys are telling me it's a lot of black guys have been complimenting it, just so you know. And I was like, I bet they're kind of making fun of you.
yeah,
They definitely
That's
are.
crazy.
it's
He's the man, by the way. I
He
do
is the
love
man.
him.
He is the man.
He is the man. But rocking.
it's like wearing an In Living Color shirt. It's like if I were to wear like an
Fucking
In Living
thing.
Color shirt. It's like,
Yeah,
dude, that's not for you, bro.
yeah. For real, it's like a BLM tee.
It is a
Yeah,
BLM,
yeah,
but
yeah.
It's the
before
ultimate.
BLM. Yeah, exactly.
It's a not fake one.
Well, Jackie
Shout out
Robinson was
Kanye.
a Jew, right?
Jackie Robinson.
He was the original. He was a real Jew.
yeah, he was. That's how he got in
was
the
one of
league.
True, yeah, he was one of the true Jews.
But
dude.
it was, yeah. I was like, dude, get a Koufax. Like, stop.
Koufax is at least putting on.
Honestly, you know what he said? The Koufax jerseys are too expensive. And they're like sold out everywhere. Jews keep buying them. Jews love baseball.
They do.
But anyway, I was making fun of him. He's like, what should I be wearing? And I said,
John Rocker.
John Rocker.
True.
And they found one autograph.
And then they got an autographed John Rocker.
What gun show are they selling that at?
I don't know. Shout out to Rocker for still selling shit.
Yeah,
True.
that's sick.
Damn. That's a victorious weekend, dude. 2 movies. Rocker.
Oh,
jersey.
and I saw a movie in theaters.
What'd you say?
I saw the new spookiest movie of the Halloween season, Smile.
What is it?
Dude, check it out. I think it's the best horror movie I've ever seen.
What?
They got a sweet marketing
Very
campaign.
spooky. Incredible marketing.
What's it about?
Tell them about the marketing.
Yeah, tell me the market.
They just have like that. You know how when you smile and bend your face down a little bit like this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They just have people going to sporting events and they're just populated amongst the crowd. They'll just like show up on the jumbotron in like a yellow shirt, doing the creepiest smile that and
Like,
they'll
don't
sit
move the entire game. A baseball game, sit behind home plate. Just
9 innings.
like Joker smile.
Joker smiling the entire time.
because that's what happens. This thing. Yeah, there you go, Sean. You'd be the scariest one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not a fan. I don't like that kind of stuff.
It's scary. It's demonic.
Yeah, it
it's
truly
a demon
is.
that when whoever is possessed by it, it smiles at you whenever you see it. Like it possesses someone and then smiles at you.
Then does it like come and kill
But then
you
it
or
comes
something?
and gets you.
Okay, it comes
It's
and
a very
gets
scary smile.
you. Yeah, that makes me feel
Yeah, it
not at ease.
was funny.
I
Me
saw a
and
spooky thing too.
Finance were in the car on the way to it, and I was like, "Do you like scary movies? He's like, do you freak out?" He was like, "No." Dude, we got in there. He screamed the entire movie.
Out loud?
Anytime there was a jump, he'd be like, "Oh, oh, oh!" Dude, like during any stressful scene, he was like, "No." I was like, "Dude, stop! Shut the fuck up." This is how crazy Finance is. He went and bought candy before. He didn't even try to hide it. He carried a trash
Yeah.
bag in, or
Good for him at least.
which I couldn't believe.
That's-
Ziploc bag or a CVS bag. No,
you know, it's about times we all.
Dude, he
some
brought-
people came out of that closet of seeing
Agreed.
candy, and I'm like kind of
Agreed, but
hold up.
his candy. Yeah, we do need to honor him. He did bring in the guess the candy he got. You'll never ever guess
Good and plenty's.
what type of psycho this guy is. No, well, you'll never get saltwater taffies.
Whoa, what the fuck?
Yeah, what is he 70?
That's crazy.
Yeah, it
Where
was
do you
insane.
where do you secure the bag?
He went to a CVS in Phoenix and got saltwater taffies.
What the fuck?
Brought him into the movies and then screamed the whole movie. It was the most retarded shit.
That's a wild experience that you
That's
had.
fucking crazy, dude.
Saltwater taffy's not at the beach is crazy.
Then
I didn't know it
I'll be honest,
exists.
I started indulging with him.
Yeah.
They're so good, dude.
Are they
Yeah,
I
low
haven't had
cal?
saltwater
or,
taffy. I
like,
don't
what-
know. I haven't had saltwater taffy since I was like 8.
Yeah. They're yummy.
Yeah. They are
I'd
yummy.
I'd feel strange.
Yeah, in the desert.
I'd be curious. Yeah, exactly. I'd be curious about them. Like they're not fresh made on the boardwalk.
No.
A lot of flavor. Yeah, where's the salt water? Where are they getting the salt water from? There's no local
Probably
salt
climbing
water.
out of
Adam,
it.
that's a great question.
There's no local
He's been
salt
asking the
water.
hard hitters today.
He said hard hitters. You might be the next Colbert. What was the spooky thing you saw?
Oh, I saw a play, The Legend of Sleepy Hollow.
Whoa, you went to see a play?
My niece was in. Yeah, my
Oh,
niece was
thank
in a
Christ.
play.
I thought you were going to see plays.
No,
I
it
was
was,
going to be so mad.
my niece was in a
Broadway?
play. Dude, my niece was in a play. It was she did a fantastic job, but the audio guy should be fired.
Really?
There was people's whole mics were cut.
Oh,
so they'd
fuck.
come out and do like a musical number and you just couldn't hear. They'd be like,
Must have been packed. Was it packed in there?
it's pretty packed. It was like an outdoor type thing too. There was pouring
Oh,
rain.
shit.
But we were like under like a barn type structure.
Oh, it was raining the whole time?
But the little kids got scared because there was ghosts coming out. And the one lady or the one teacher came.
Wait, the actors got scared?
No, the nieces and nephews, like the 2-year-olds, were
Oh,
like all
shit.
fucking on edge.
How old were the actors in the play?
They ranged from like 9 till about like high school seniors.
Damn.
Yeah,
Oh, so it was probably a pretty decent production.
yeah,
You enjoyed it?
yeah. It was good.
Was it spooky when he came out? When the Headless
Dude, the
Horseman?
Headless Horseman was the best above and beyond.
When
It was
Crane
crazy.
came out?
They had a real horse.
Damn.
Real horse. They had a real fucking horse.
How
dude.
did you go like this?
I was like, whoa.
I know you. You
Dude.
would have went.
I was pretty pumped, dude.
Yeah.
Because there was the ghosts, the ghouls were pretty scary. They were coming out. I was telling Maya, I'm like, don't worry, these are just ghouls. And
These are
they hit
fake
me with a
ghouls.
real horse, and I was like, Maya, get the fuck behind me. Maya, get the fuck behind me. What the fuck, dude? That's a real fucking horse.
No, don't worry. It's fake. Get back. This is real. This is scary.
But in the play, my niece was in the play, and one of the teachers, Ichabod Crane, like smacked her hand because he was like, that's what they do to the kids. And all the kids are fucked up about it. Like my
Ichabod
nephew.
Crane hit a girl?
He hits all the students, so they come, they go. Apparently, I forgot what the whole play was about. I still don't really remember it, but he came out. He's like, spare the rod, spoil the child, kind of thing. So there's a whole song about beating kids, and he goes and like smacks their hand, and like, dude, my two nephews were just like, did he just hit Sadie? And they were fucked up.
Which one, Chuck?
Chuck,
Was he there? He's a unit, isn't
dude,
he?
Yeah,
He's a unit.
dude. Especially him. My
You
sister
saw Sadie get hit. Horseman might be in trouble.
My
dude.
sister said his last words before going to bed, he'd be like, why did that guy hit Sadie like that? He was fucked up
Dude,
about it.
dude, he's like 6'2".
Who, you talking about the little
Chuck?
Talking about the little guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, he'll be a big boy.
How old is he? He's like 1. I saw him. He was 200 pounds.
jacked.
He's huge, dude. I went to that party. I was like, how old is that kid? He's a huge baby.
You're just staring at the ceiling.
He's three now.
He must be huge.
He probably had a shank under his bed, dude. Yeah, he's 3 now, dude. He wanted to fuck that guy. The Ichabod Crane was played by a girl too. So
That's
that's how they got around. I
Were
think.
you like,
I was none too pleased.
yeah, we can't have anything.
I was like, what is this, 1912, dude? What are we doing?
Yeah.
Yeah, girls with no head.
Yeah, so was this
Not for
ancient
me.
Greece?
Yeah.
If it's a man, have a man play the fucking part.
Yeah, get that
True.
shit right.
Yeah, it was.
Did you have to lie to them and be like, this was a good level production? Did you have to go up and be like, this is actually like a college level production?
No, I just focused on my niece. I said, you fucking knocked it out of the park.
Yeah.
That's all I said.
Give them notes afterwards. Give them notes for a couple days later. Kind of let it cool down a
I
little
was
bit.
letting the performance cool down. I said, you knocked it out of the park.
Man.
That fucking AV guy is a dumbass, though.
Your child must have been so alarmed. Seeing a parent get serious must be like, oh shit.
What, the
Like
horseman
when the
came
horse
out?
came out, like having a parent be
It was just all reflex.
yeah, like when you're in the car, your kids are in the back in the kid seat.
Yeah.
Remember when my mom used to do that
The arm-
every time.
I know.
Arm across.
It's really
Pull
sweet.
up. Yeah, it is nice
Now that you think about it,
that I come through and
it's
just
very nice.
fracture your fucking
Nobody
arm.
cares about me. Jesus Christ,
What?
You're popular.
this is unbelievable.
Is it good news? Or-
Schultz said I was on the Daily Show,
Now it's
and now I'm getting texts from like people from high school, like, dude, what a comeback! Congratulations.
That's sick, man. Congrats, bro. You got big shoes to fill, though. Trevor
Congrats.
Noah.
Trevor
True.
Noah.
Trevor
I
Noah's a
laughed and
goat.
cried with him. I don't know about you guys. I
The
laughed,
whole
cried with
journey,
him.
the whole, because I was like, who's gonna fill fucking Colbert's shoes?
No,
or John
Stewart.
Stewart's
Jon
shoes.
Stewart.
John Stewart's shoes. Oh, that actually is tough shoes to fill.
I mean, he invented that genre basically.
Yeah.
Of like snarky liberal that's funny,
Yeah.
except he could do it.
Yeah. He was
Since then, he's spawned
But
nonstop. That's comedy now. Is people trying to be like, actually, Mr. President, I think you don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
yeah, John
Yeah.
Oliver just
Yeah, John
having
Oliver.
some fucking spicy
It's-
facts.
But then they get the thing is now there's the next phase, which is grow a beard and then go back on late night as like the wizened guy, like attached.
Yeah.
Letterman did it, and Jon Stewart both grew. Now they grew their beards, and they're like, "Yeah, I'm just into
Letterman-
like pottery now." And the crowd's like, "Oh, it's
Whoa, that's
so
crazy.
charming."
Letterman grew the fuck out of his beard.
did.
He came back in Salah.
He did, dude.
He came
Yeah,
back fully
he's full
Salah
Muslim.
Ad-Din.
See, if he was really about it, he would come back as a militant Islam. Be like, I've actually converted to militant Islam. The holy infidel must die. That would be so
The
sick.
sickest
That'd
show
be-
of all
That'd
time.
be the funniest shit ever.
It would be funny to have a biased late night show like a James Corden that was like Sharia law.
Oh, dude.
Like women getting abortions, whores. Am I right, folks? That's crazy. Have you seen this? Have you heard about whores? Disgusting.
And just like kick it to the roots.
Yeah, the roots.
And just have fucking
Yeah,
Questlove play them out.
They might.
Yeah.
They might be Muslims.
They probably are Philly dudes.
Yeah, Philly
Nah,
black
you'd
dudes.
have to kick it to some fucking dude just on like a big bulbous flute, like
Yeah, this is the Star Wars band.
hit it. Be like, there's a place in France where the naked ladies-
Just every time.
Yeah, dude. They really did start the archetype of just like a snarky host.
Yeah, and he was
Their
excellent
best,
at
their
it.
best friends, all black band.
I don't
Hey guys, can we talk as friends real quick on camera? You laugh as hard as you can.
Now let's not put that smut on Stewart. That was Colbert. Just
That
now.
was.
We were watching some Colbert highlights and good
Up
Christ.
and down, Stewart. It was Colbert,
Nancy Pelosi was on last night. Top tier television.
and there was also who was the other guy? The
Samantha Bee.
who was like Fallon had I think he had
Fallon?
something like that. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's crazy that they're like the man he who shall not be named when they're talking about Trump. They literally had him on
I thought they were really
when he
old
was
clips.
campaigning. They brought Trump on.
Did they really?
Yeah, SNL had him host.
Oh, Fallon.
He
Yeah, it's
hosted.
true.
While he was-
Fallon
he
tousled his
hosted.
hair.
That's crazy. No
You see
respect.
Yeezy?
Yeah,
White
I
Lives
saw
Matter?
clips.
Yeezy rocking a little
And,
white
and
lies.
that was Candace Owens.
and Candace.
White Lives Matter.
Yes.
Did he have? Did he explain it? Did he have a reasoning for it?
He
What
said
was his
it was
reasoning behind it?
He said it was to point out that BLM was a fraud. And it was funny. I was looking at Twitter today, and like every top comment's a black person. Like he's spitting, like he's not lying.
Except for
Really?
Jaden Smith.
But yeah, I mean, Jaden Smith. Yeah,
He was the only one that was
Jaden
pissed.
Smith was pissed.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
walked out.
What does he think? White lives don't matter?
true.
Just because we're saying white lives matter, it doesn't mean.
yes,
I mean,
Hey.
personally, I think all lives matter. That's such a fucking funny intersection of philosophy or like political stuff and T-shirts of just the most retarded, obvious stuff. Well, I mean, yeah, obviously, Black Lives Matter. What if we just say all? It's like, dude, you're missing the point, dude. It's about black people right now,
yeah.
about black lives
But
specifically.
yeah, the point was that all the leaders of BLM ended up buying like
Being rich as
$10
fuck.
million mansions.
Yeah,
They
dude.
all got listed on mansions.
Yeah.
So that
Yeah.
was what Yeezy was pointing out.
Wasn't that the thing that the money of it too had like if it could only sit for like 60 days, then like by
And
law
that
got funneled into
Funneled
Democrat.
into like DNC.
I don't know if that's Russian disinformation, but
Could be Russian disinformation.
apparently got funneled into the dudes' pockets themselves.
I can't believe fucking Russians tricked us like this.
The Russians?
Yeah.
Are they tricking us again right now?
I think I'm being tricked.
Is there another trickery going on right now? Because I got my antennas up because I'm hearing a ton of shit coming out of
What do
there.
you got?
That-
What are you catching?
I don't know. People are fucking like throwing themselves off of cliffs not to join the army and shit like that. Or
Oh,
Russian
in
army?
Russia?
yeah, in Russia.
probably-
But I don't know if I'm getting tricked the other way.
I think that's, yeah.
Yeah,
I think
Russia
that's
would
American
put that.
disinformation.
Yeah, true. To demoralize them. That'd be so awkward too. Something weird in like 20 years when like we have to have like the bad guy movies, like the Russia-Ukraine situation. You can't tell who's the good guy, who's the bad
Yeah.
guy. They're both just like eating like raw potatoes, and you're like, wait, what the
they
fuck?
have the same last name.
And you're like, fuck, the guy's like,
He's
yeah.
the bad guy. He sounds Russian.
Just two dudes in like really fucking shitty sweaters. You're like, fuck, I don't know, I don't know who's the enemy.
Just block apartments.
Dude,
Yeah.
He's
TikTok's,
wearing the striped turtleneck that looks like it's from 1986.
TikTok saying there's going to be nuclear war in Russia, dude.
Are
TikTok's
they?
giving it, dude. I can't believe they're feeding that
There-
to,
yeah,
to the
that
young
was-
There
children.
has been an uptick of nuclear war talk this week.
That was BP was talking about that.
Who's
Breaking
this?
Points was talking about
They were saying we're getting nukes.
the title was like high chance or something like that of nuclear war, but they're like, we don't want to fearmonger.
Dude,
but-
I will be so fucking pissed if we get nuked.
well, apparently Putin was saying like America used them, and they're telling us not to, and like it worked out pretty fucking well for America. So why the fuck can't we use them?
Dude, but right after you got the Daily Show,
I hate when I get beat by
Dude.
logic.
What?
When
yeah,
Putin destroys America with logic.
yeah,
You guys used them.
yeah. What the fuck? Yeah, but
Nuh-uh.
they hit him with two wrongs. Don't make it right.
Nice.
Two nuclear
Logic's back.
holocaust don't make a really sweet deal, dude.
Yeah. You know how you want this war to end quickly?
yeah,
No.
yeah. You can't.
You
do
guys
it.
can't do it.
Well, they'd have to nuke us. They can't nuke Ukraine. You're the one who told me that. It's too close to them.
Ukraine?
Yeah, they can't nuke
No, they
Ukraine.
could nuke Ukraine.
They could? Wouldn't it
Yeah.
fuck them up? I guess they already...
No, they'd be all right. It depends what they use, how big it is.
True.
You can use, there's some small boys you
So
can
he
drop.
came out like, guys, we've updated nuclear... There's
Yeah.
little guys.
Yeah, there's little guys you could use.
Little button mushroom cloud.
Yeah.
Little
But
guy.
if they hit, if they got us, that would suck. If they hit New York,
because they're
Dude.
only going for New York, dude.
You
they
think so?
better not touch.
Obviously. Don't you
I might
think?
go DC.
They might go West Coast. It might be easier for Russia to hit the West. I'm not sure. Actually, no, it's closer.
Yeah, it'll be...
Depends where they're firing from.
I would imagine they're firing from their.
I'll tell you what, I'll
west.
be embarrassed and dismayed if we get hit with nukes from Russia, and meanwhile all those dudes are in DC being like, he's a fucking no, he's actually a piece of shit. It's like, dude, you guys could have been watching the nukes.
We should have been guarding for nuclear war.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna happen.
I hope not.
I truly don't think
It seems like it won't. It seems
Yeah.
like we're all adults.
Yeah, I don't think.
Unless Putin just wants to get one off before he dies.
Unless he does some bullshit like really tiny nuke just to say he did it, that'll kind of piss me off.
Yeah. What's that?
North Korea launched missiles at Japan.
At Japan?
Over Japan or some shit. Over Japan. Which is always like, what is this shit?
Just buzzing the
Just
tower,
fucking-
dude. Just
Yeah,
dusting them off the
monkey
plate.
in the middle.
Little sky show, dude. Yeah, what's
Like,
up?
just so you know, Japan was probably like, "What the fuck, dude?"
Damn. That
don't have any
day will
beef
go
with
down
you.
as the big.
This is the third time Japan's gone.
It's kind of fucked up. This send him over Japan.
Yeah,
Dude.
it is. Those boys have been through it.
Yeah, dude.
I know, they're just trying
Don't
to
hit
chill.
them, dude.
They're just trying to eat fish and live in
That
a
would be
blue
Nah,
zone.
they're
such
gonna-
bullshit,
they're
dude.
getting
Can
ready
you
to
imagine
take
if
over
Japan got nuked again? And then the whole world was like, "No more nukes."
Come
dude.
on, man.
If I was Japanese, I'd be like, "Dude, we get nukes now. We're allowed to use them.
Oh yeah,
We get 3 now."
true. Yeah, that's a fair. What if that was like the new Geneva Pact? Or after we like fight Russia, be like, look, if anyone's gonna nuke anyone, it's Japan.
You
They
can
get
hit
one.
Japan.
Every 50 years, let's just send every bomb we have
Yeah.
to Japan and get over it.
They're tough. They'll be back, dude. In fact, it kind of helps them. Every time they've been nuked, they've done better.
Yeah, they get more beautiful. They're smarter.
Maybe nukes are good. What if we get nuked and get knocked?
That might get our shit going.
we would start pulling up our pants and start acting right. If we got nuked, there'd be a lot less foolishness. I'll tell you that.
We unify.
We would unify. We'd start
They
focusing
bring
on
back
good
the
stuff.
flags. We'd be looking at the
Yeah.
flags real
They might hit Puerto Rico.
reverently.
They
If
better
they
not
nuked
touch
Puerto
my
Rico,
Puerto
dude,
Rico.
that would galvanize the country. If Russia nuked Puerto
If they
Rico,
hit Puerto Rico, I swear to God, if they hit Puerto Rico, I think things would continue as usual.
No, I'm
Like,
enlisting.
we
if
would-
Puerto Rico got nuked,
We'd be like, "Holy shit, Aaron Judge!"
They
would
interrupt
break it.
the
Yeah, they would
broadcast.
interrupt the carnage.
Judge hit 62.
Yeah, Judge is 7th all time on the home run list.
if Putin's
that's bad.
smart, and again, I wouldn't call for him to do this. It'd be funny if he nuked every Democrat run city, and like, there's other half of America like,
Look at Chicago.
Yeah, the Democrat mayors.
"Gee, what's Putin doing to me?
My,
what the hell's he doing?
My girlfriend's mother is here this weekend or this week, and it's been fun.
Yeah,
She's a full Fox News mom,
really?
and last night I got in her head. She's a Cubs fan. She's obsessed with the Cubs. So I was the reason I'm bringing this up is I kept hitting her with Lori Lightfoot. I just would say Lori
That's your
Lightfoot. Just say Lori
She starts
Lightfoot,
explaining.
and she would be like, "That fucking bitch." I'd be like, "Yo." Because you met her. She's a very, very sweet woman. She's wow.
Yeah,
She's,
yeah, for real.
Fuck. Edit that.
Yeah,
She whoever.
She's very, very sweet, which is funny. And then if you just say Lori Lightfoot, it's sicko mode.
yeah.
She just
She's
crushes
full
her
ground.
glass in
She
her
literally
hand.
gets so mad. But then last night she choked me.
What?
Yeah, there was a couple cocktails. Everybody there was some wine.
Go on.
Red wines.
Hey, don't get me wrong. I was like, "Hey, stop! You, me, and your daughter on this couch and you choke me. Whoa!
Messed up.
All right." The slop was out, dude. I started running. Circles around the couch.
You start air pumping.
She listens to this. That's not great. But
Yo, for real, stop. choking me.
yeah, I was sitting right there. You're in the spot. You're in the spot.
I am?
Right? That's right where I was.
Oh yeah, the pheromones.
But no, I was just talking about how the Cubs sold their entire team and they don't give a fuck about the city. And she was devastated because she knew the truth.
On White Sox, bro.
fact.
And that's what I said. I said, you should have put on that
Sox,
fucking black and white. You should have
South
immediately,
side.
the second your whole team gets gutted like that.
Yeah,
You got to go to the south
The
side.
fuck?
that sucks.
We paid fucking Ryan Howard $800 million to just live there.
And they got
He
rid of
stunk.
they got rid of Schwarby, dude. They got rid of
Schwarber,
everybody.
yeah, that's what started it. I was like, yo, the Cubs. I kept being like, oh man, the Cubs are about to clinch the play. Oh fuck, that's the Phillies. What happened to the Cubs?
That's our guys.
She was like, we swept you this season. I was like, no one even watched those games. No one cares. No one even knew you guys were playing. Your team got sold.
You rattled her cage.
Yeah, it was fun.
She came and put the fucking clamp
She
down.
got she choked me.
the Cubs are the lib team
so
of the
funny.
town for sure.
They are the lib team.
And then the Sox
Ooh,
get
that's
it.
devastating. They're not gonna like that.
They are though. I mean, it's
I
like
know. There's
Yeah.
a Fox News mom listening to this right now, fuming, dude.
Live
it's a
team, dude.
fact.
It's
kinda
killer.
The Cubs are no, they're not the lib team.
Of the two, they definitely the
Obama.
Sox are not.
Obama, dude.
Yeah,
He's a
fuck,
Sox guy.
Yeah, he is the one. But remember when those two White Sox guys like jumped over the
He's Cubs now, though.
Yeah,
Obama,
he's-
that's
yeah,
old Obama. That's
exactly.
grassroots
True.
Obama.
Exactly.
Obama now, Cubs.
Yeah, but I think Cubs is a lot of. I think there's a lot of white frat Fox News bros that are
think?
at Wrigleyville. Yeah, I think
They
that's
probably
all
keep the
Wrigleyville.
hats low, dude.
Yeah.
Fucking- I mean, yeah, it's the north side of Chicago. Chicago is like perfectly yin yang segregated.
Yeah.
It's literally
Just
all
north
black
and south.
on the south side. Yeah, it's crazy.
Damn.
Every time I go there, I just go, dude, this is nuts.
When you get that Chicago pussy.
You get that
Down
shot
that
hey,
Chi-town, bro.
Hey, been there. All right, this is. God damn it. I'm gonna make sure she's. I'm gonna be like, for real, do not watch this.
You know, that's an obscure reference, dude.
That's not good.
Oh,
Fuck. No, keep it, dude.
Yeah, man.
Dude, I live and die by the sword of comedy.
heard that, dude. Sort of truth, dude. There was a fuck. I don't know what reminded me of this. Something we were talking about reminded me of there. I watched yet another Project Veritas of getting a gay teacher. There's
Dude
a
spilling
gay
the
teacher,
beans?
dude. A gay teacher spilled the beans. It was the funniest.
You know what Project Veritas is?
Dude, they reached out to me one time.
What?
They were like,
They're trying to get you to spill the beans on.
No, they wanted me to They wanted me to like infiltrate like Sports Illustrated or some shit like that. I was like,
and you denied the call.
dude,
America
Sports
called-
Illustrated. Give me like a high level.
True.
You know what I
Yes,
mean?
We're
Don't
gonna
give
find
me-
from Sports Illustrated.
I
Just
don't
like-
care about like taking down Sports Illustrated or whatever it was.
True. Why were they trying to bring them down?
I don't even know. They like just sent me a DM that I never even responded to.
I know we're going to go back to Project Veritas,
Go ahead,
but
yeah,
while
please.
we're on the topic of
Yeah.
sports journalists, shut up about concussions. Just shut up about it, dude.
Done with it. Yeah.
I'm tired, dude. Sports journalists have gotten so like liberal,
Yeah.
or like not liberal. I'm being a idiot, but like you know what I mean. When Tua got concussed, they were like,
there
this
was a
is-
lot of
this
pearl
is
clutching.
yeah, there was a lot. It's like,
Yeah.
dude, let Tua.
Or they can't
spin, dude.
gleefully cover Antonio Brown if they're going to talk shit on concussions.
Yeah.
They're so happy about Antonio Brown having like
It's
goofy shit
absolutely
happen to him,
yes.
like helicopter in his dick. They're like, oh, what the fuck is this guy doing?
Shannon Sharp. You see that?
Yeah, he
Shannon
was
Sharp
What was
comes-
he mad about?
Well,
I saw the picture.
he's right. Antonio Brown's wilding, but he also got
Was he in his-
perfect. Fucking cut his head off one game.
And he was,
Antonio Brown got dinged up, dude.
Did
That
he?
guy's brain must be.
yeah.
He's wild.
Was he in his
before
own
pictures.
house showing his penis, or was he at like a hotel?
No, I think he was in like
He was in Dubai,
Dubai.
where you cannot show your penis.
You definitely can't show your penis in Dubai.
But I think he got
So
out
wrong.
scot free. But he was like assing a girl. Do you ever ass someone when you just put your ass on someone?
Never
He was
asked.
acid?
Dude, in the pool, bare ass, he was jumping up.
He was assing her.
smashing a lady.
He was smacking her
was
face with his
smashing a
ass.
lady.
What was the lady's reaction?
She actually, I thought she would
Partied?
be with it. No, she was like
She started choking
trying to
him.
get away.
She was in it at first, and then she kind of doggy paddled away.
She tried to get away, like she moved quick, and he started like just taking his dick out.
That's when the helicopter began.
Yeah, and the picture they used to blur out his penis is
Bro.
extremely flattering.
Complimentary.
Holy
I
hell,
seen that. I
that
seen
thing's
that.
crazy.
Do you think that he was pinching and stretching, or do you think that he was rock
No,
hard?
I've analyzed it. He's got. I think he was rock hard.
Really?
Yeah, if
I
you just
think,
asked the
dude,
girl,
there's
you'd be
no
hard
way
as
you
hell.
can't stretch like that and maintain some girth like he had in that.
Yeah.
Trust me, I've stretched. It
Bubble
becomes
gumming it out.
yeah,
Even
spaghetti.
I would even give him, even if he stretched, I'd be like, good on you, bro.
Yeah, that's a
good
big
stretch.
stretch, dude.
Stretch Armstrong, dude.
Fucking crazy.
It is, dude.
Yeah,
shows what he
I
can grow
support his
into.
activities in Dubai. We can't ask women, dude. You're telling me I can't put my
You're
ass
telling
on?
me.
You're
Well,
telling me I
she was
can't put my bare
horseplaying
ass-
too with him. She kind of gave him a little bit of a green light. She wasn't asking for it, but you know what I
Whoa.
mean.
What was the green light?
I'm about to be a sports journalist right now
You're
and
about
say
to
what
get
you're
in it.
doing is
I
extremely
said she
sexist.
wasn't asking for it.
You're a sexist.
What, so
I'm
what
a
happened?
sports
She was
journalist.
horsing around in the pool. She's probably having a good time.
They were at first,
Chicken fights, maybe.
and then he just kind of he read the signals wrong, and then
he
she had
asked
to
her.
doggy paddle away.
We've all been there, dude.
She did swim like as fast as she could.
to like 10 meters away and like got her distance like
I
she
would
saw a
imagine
gator.
all like big titted Instagram thought ladies swim exactly in the doggy. There's a big titted doggy paddle. Shit,
Gotta
the
be.
water.
Yeah. I
Because
think that's
silicone
fair.
has to probably.
Minnows.
How was the lady a babe who got asked? Was a victim of the assing?
It was kind of grainy. I couldn't tell.
She all right? Yeah, I'm jealous of people who are like exhibitionists, like dudes who just reveal dong publicly. I don't think it should be a crime. I think it points to our own sexual immaturity.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
if dudes are just getting naked on the train, that's on us. If we're like,
If we feel any type of way about it,
yeah, should just be
Dudes are allowed to get naked on a train.
are they? That's
yeah, I don't
good.
think you get in almost any trouble.
no, you do. Dude's getting. Yeah, you don't get in trouble. You
They
don't. No, you don't.
In New York, you could.
You're scot free.
Show dick.
Depends what you look like.
You got to look like
You gotta
all
look ratty
bummed
as
out.
fuck. Yeah. If
gotta
you were
earn
in a
it.
suit,
You gotta
people
earn
would
it. You couldn't-
hold you down.
Yeah.
Call the authorities.
Wait, you say you couldn't Christian Grey?
No, you could not be like, I'm into a lot of dark stuff.
But if you were to like lay on the train and like cover yourself with a newspaper, you could just show your nutsack to everybody.
Yeah.
No, that's what's up.
If you're a little
That's
dirty,
a step in the right direction.
You could. Here's a good idea. You put a trash bag on his pants,
Yeah.
trash bag his shirt, get on, have a boombox, play the Hulk Hogan intro. And then just lay down. You could sleep for, no one would touch you for hours,
Yeah, true.
especially with the
shit.
pox going around.
Just shit.
Yeah. You could shit the entire time.
Block gets hot, take a dump, dude.
I took the train recently. I haven't been on the train since COVID. And yeah, it's chaos down there.
yeah,
Really?
penises are a miss.
Yeah.
They're all about.
There's
What?
chaos down
There are
there.
penises, but
Dream come true.
it's the girls
pretty
that can't
funny.
get
Finally,
naked.
this is the New York I knew. And
I've
loved, dude.
never not seen it. Now, it is startling, you know, when you see a dude's dick out on
Yeah.
the street.
Yeah.
But I've never not gotten 10 feet further and been like, yo, that was hilarious.
True.
In that 10 feet range, though, it is like you get a little pep in your
It's like a
step.
cup of coffee, dude.
It is a cup
Get
of
a nice
coffee.
little
It'll
cup of
jar
coffee.
you,
Adrenaline
dude.
rush.
Yeah, don't get you
You have to
pumped.
shit. Anytime I see a homeless dude's dick, I rush.
The Starbucks bathroom's
I
backed
rush
up.
to a toilet, dude.
You find yourself opening up, some poppers
Bathroom's
going.
fucking backed up at the
I love that we're
Starbucks.
doing all these, like Starbucks has like bathroom codes.
Yeah.
Everything has, like, we're doing all these measures to prevent home. Like every hotel has a fucking, you got to put your key on the elevator now.
Yeah.
We're doing everything we can to just solve the problem.
Oh, yeah.
Other than actually solving the problem, we're just like, all right, let's make it hard for these dudes to get anywhere.
Get anywhere.
Let's
Yeah.
make it hard for these fucking guys.
Well, just the dudes who own the businesses. Have you ever like been in like my brother had a taco shop and you would get like a homeless guy walk in and they have to get out immediately.
Yeah.
They fuck up the vibe. They crush the vibe for
Yeah,
everyone
yeah.
in there. They'll just come and stand there and start like, you know,
Yeah.
begging for alms. And it's just not pleasant when you're eating. You're just like,
No.
bro,
Dude, that's how it is by the cellar. That whole street
really?
is just
Oh yeah,
bums.
they'll run up.
And
But the
it's
one's good
all-
at golf though.
Yeah, Tiger Hood.
Tiger Hood?
Tiger Hoods.
That's what's up.
Always
He has
playing
a
golf.
cardboard. He makes cardboard square golf balls,
That's sick.
and he tries to hit over the street, and he charges. That guy's pretty nice,
That's awesome.
and he dresses like Tiger Woods. He wears the red.
Yeah, but he's
Yeah.
an outlier on that street.
Yeah, you run into some tough hombres.
Yeah.
Do you really?
Yeah, they come up just like, yeah, you fucking money, like, and it's these nice outdoor cafes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The cafes are
I
packed.
love the beautiful cafes of Manhattan. I love living in Manhattan.
Dude, during COVID,
I live in the financial district, and I do cocaine.
yeah, he did.
I'm a bitch.
During COVID, I was eating at a restaurant and like right by the window, and a homeless dude just came up and just like stared at us the
Yeah,
entire
dude, they
time.
must have had some good dicks and asses against fucking plastic barriers.
Dude, he
Oh,
just
yeah.
All
peed
during
right there.
COVID.
He
and
peed?
He and like I eventually
Fantastic.
I had to go outside and just give. I was like, I'm so sorry to do this, dude. I have to give you $10 to stand somewhere else. Like you just can't stand here. Like
Nice.
Sorry,
I really-
that's a fucking
That's feeding the birds, though.
no, I was feeding the birds, but and it worked.
That guy's gonna. He just went somewhere else and took a shit.
No, we went back to that restaurant and he was there like weeks later. That's his home base for sure. He like got me easily, but it was just like
He's
I
a gold
can't.
rush. He probably told the bros. He's like, all you gotta go is piss in front of this restaurant. Someone's
a
gonna give you
fucking
10.
idiot.
I would have ordered
Yeah,
a
it's an
bottle of
ATM.
champagne and instructed the waiter to pour it on him. Repel that man. Repel that man. He's disgusting me.
But what would you have done, dude? Like I just
You
couldn't
did the right thing, but
like give it. I had to give him money and I had to get him away because it was just like ruining the experience.
I would have got. Would you have a waitress?
yeah.
I would have summoned the waitress and said, "Hey, ma'am, as the customer, could you please physically escort that man off the premises?" And if she stuttered at all, being like, "What's the matter?
are you
Do you not have the
scared?
physical brawn and girth required to move this
True.
man?
You're a waitress in New York, aren't you? Tough as nails.
You tough as
Aren't you
hell."
badass?
Aren't you mean?
Wait, you single-handedly defeated COVID. You're telling me you can't move this?
You're a first responder.
I've been applauding for you for months.
Yeah, been
what was I
banging
applauding
pots.
for? What was I whistling
I need
for?
you to physically bully this schizophrenic man to another street. I need you to corral this man, entice him sexually, and lure him to a park and run back.
It's the only way.
Am I dumb for saying sports journalists are getting right?
Soft
Aren't
on,
they doing that?
on concussions? I mean, it
Not
is.
soft on concussions, but like I don't know how to say this.
They've got like super woke. They hit.
Yeah, they're
they
like
caught the
actually
bug.
woke as fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, you cover the NFL. Don't.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is the most barbaric sport of all
Yeah.
time. That we're just like training dudes to launch each other. Like they're the fastest human beings that muscle can like hold in a body,
Yeah.
launching each other at each other with weapon helmets. I mean, it is inherently dangerous, but they are also like like killing people. Or like they're killing themselves at like crazy rates. I don't know. Well, you ever get a concussion when you were bowling?
I don't think.
No,
I mean, if I did,
never out cold.
I mean,
You got your bell rung.
I got my bell rung a
get your
lot,
bell rung.
but
Yeah.
not like. I mean, the dudes you see get concussions where they're like their legs go out.
Yeah.
No, I never got that.
Yeah, where they get the fencing
When they
syndrome.
try to stand up and they're like, no, I never.
I never
had that.
told anyone this. That's why I had to stop playing football. I was giving out too many concussions.
You're giving too
I
many
was
out.
giving them out. They're like,
Oh.
bro,
You're
stand
doling
down.
them?
You did the
You're
right
a danger
thing.
to the sport.
Yes.
I could. I mean, dude, the sky was the limit for me. But they're like, bro, you're fucking dangerous.
You're a missile.
There was a kid that played Pee Wee football. That's what we call him, the missile.
The missile.
He was the
It's a
missile.
nice nickname.
I was not big
Is
on
he on
like.
kickoff team?
I believe so.
He'd be
Yeah, he
flying
played
down.
defense. He played. No, he actually played outside linebacker. They call him the missile. We're sending in the missile. But no, No, I was pretty averse to tackling like people head on. I was more of like let you pass. And I'll
Now
grab
that
you
we're
and trip
talking
you.
football, I got a good story for you.
please.
An absolute menace entered my green room this weekend.
Oh,
Holy shit, dude. So one time, one of my buddies came to my show in Chicago. He was my number one all-time worst friend to come into a green room. Yacked out of his dude, coked out of his mind. I've seen it twice.
yeah.
I saw the Bees man hit it once where I was like, holy shit, you're on cocaine. Like,
Yeah.
like I can never like visibly see it where somebody's like,
Yeah, they turn into Beetlejuice,
the
dude.
Bees' feet were, he was standing and going,
Jesus
and he
Christ.
was like, fuck, this guy fucking missed it. You're watching sports. Anytime sports are on, the Bees like, fuck. I
His
had that
happy
guy. Yeah. But I don't mean to besmirch the Bees, but he remembers. It was funny.
That's so fucking funny.
This dude came into my green room in Chicago. He gets done. I get done with the show. It was fine. He comes back. He's like, I give it about a C plus. I would say that wasn't your best stuff. That was like a C. I was like, dude.
Oh no.
I mean,
That was this weekend?
His credit. No, this was
before.
like a year ago.
Okay.
And I was like, dude, please leave.
Yeah.
Did you know
And-
him?
Yeah, I knew him since we were kids.
Oh, really? Damn.
And he left immediately, and he was like, "Yes, sorry." So he knew he was wrong. This guy, he got me. He came in, lingerer. Came after the first show, hit me with the same. He was like, "You think that was good?" Like he was like, "Is that what you're going to use for like your next special?" Like just
What?
he just kept hitting me with shit. He was like, I remember like you sucked at football, like just like crazy shit. Where I'm just like, why are you saying this stuff?
I do
why are
like
you-
that though. No, I mean that's a terrible thing to do. It's a fun thing to watch for somebody.
Oh, it was fun.
just
like,
to have like someone's ego imploding and being like, I got to turn this around and being like, you're not that good.
it was insane, dude. And like just kept hitting me with shit. Like, yeah, it's crazy how much. Like I saw you open this one time, and the guy opened for you was like so much better than you, and it was like
What?
that guy should be getting all these headline stuff, And I was like, yeah, man. Like it was, and the other people in the green, like Fidance and the dude opening were like hesitant to talk shit on him because they thought we were boys.
Yeah,
because I was
yeah.
being nice. I wasn't like,
Well, but
What?
he was
What
your
the
same
fuck?
boy?
no, different guy. This
Just
is
a
the new
different
number
guy?
one worst friend in a green room.
So he
Okay,
wasn't
got
on.
it.
And
It
he
wasn't
knows-
Coke energy.
he
either.
knows.
It wasn't Coke energy.
It was not cocaine
So he was
energy.
hitting you with
This
like
was drunk.
white
just,
alcohol
yeah, but
energy. Oh,
But this guy, he's always been like this. This is how he's a nice guy.
yeah.
But he can't help. There's something about him. He just hits you with personal attacks whenever he talks to you.
That's crazy.
That doesn't sound like a nice guy, dude. I
He
don't know
is-
if he's a nice guy.
Yeah, but once you know him, you're like, that's just who he is.
You might
Yeah.
just love him, and he's a
He's
mean
always
guy.
gonna say something shitty to you. But like, I was just like, finally, right before I went on, I was like, dude, go. Because then finally he was like, dude, and you went D1, like, like
See, that's the weird thing. Now,
He
bring up
goes-
football.
All he was talking about was high school football because he played
Was he nasty?
football the next year. He played one season his senior year.
He
So
was
that was
younger
fu-
than you?
Yeah, he was 1 year behind me. So it
That
was very,
cannot stand.
it was
you're,
very
you're
fun.
elder to him.
Yeah, but we
Stone
went.
him.
My team went 5-5.
Yeah.
We sucked.
Yeah.
And we were supposed to be good. And that's what he held on to that forever. He was like, everybody thought you guys were good. We were good. And I was like, dude, who cares?
Oh, man.
But then this is what finally got me. He was like, yeah, like I remember we had that, like the news came when I signed to go to Army. And he was like, I remember we were watching that and I was in the back like, he's not going to make it. And I was just like, dude, you're a cunt. You've been a cunt. Do you know how lame you have to be to even in high school be a huge cunt? And you haven't stopped
You
being
haven't
a
graduated from your
cunt?
hatefulness.
Like you were in the back in the library like, never going to make it. It's like, dude, you're a pussy. It was fun.
How'd he take it?
I think he got the picture. I think,
I would say, yeah.
I think he was
Pretty
like,
blunt, dude.
all right.
He's a teacher in a rap song, being like, "You're never gonna make it."
Yeah,
True.
but then he was like, I'm going to stay and watch this show. So he was standing on the side and I did very well.
He was in the wings, dude.
And every single time I did well, I'd look over at him and be like, kill. And then I'd look at him like, how's this, dumbass? And then we got off and he was like, that was a 10. That was the best show I've ever. I was like, yeah, you little fucker.
Whoa,
You
dude.
little motherfucker.
Damn.
I don't want to be too harsh on him, but for real, I've never seen someone harsh the vibes like that.
Why did he put bad energy on you like that, dude? You
'Cause
can't.
that's what he does. Dude.
Yeah, dude.
He's literally a hater.
He might not be.
I
a
hate
friend,
to be one of those
dude.
dudes that even says there's haters. This dude is a natural hater.
Yeah.
It's pretty great.
Well, I'm telling you, there's I think everyone has a little piece of it where you watch someone doing something and you're like, all right, what about this though? And you're like, I'm better in this regard. Let me go tell him.
Yeah, but he wasn't. He was a 5'5" quarterback. He couldn't throw over the line.
You got to keep digging. You got to keep digging. You got to keep digging though.
I kept hitting him with shit.
That's when you're like-
once I realized he was being a total nasty little bitch, I started being like, dude, but you only played one season. That's crazy. We were a pretty small school. How'd you wait till your senior year to see the field? Like just.
That's also the worst place to attack you in a comedy green room.
And then he came back. He was like, Notre Dame fucking sucks. Like just start to finish.
What the
I
fuck?
was like, dude, why are you doing this?
That's a demon.
Yeah, he was a oh, dude, he hit me with fucking. He was like the one Rogan you guys did where you guys got hammered right away. It was like unlistenable. I couldn't watch it, but the other one you did was pretty good. Like just
Why, dude?
Demon, dude.
Why? I'd never.
mean,
He's up and down. He's negging you, dude.
he negs. He would hit me with
Does he think that there's like value in honesty? Do you think that he thinks he's like the straight shooter in your life or some
I guess
shit like
maybe
that?
he does.
Maybe like just he's trying to like.
But it was. But then the next night he wasn't there, and I was just in a quiet green room watching Ghost in the Darkness,
I can't believe
and I was
you
like, I
watched
for
two
real kind of
movies.
missed that
I was about
guy.
to say, which was better, to be honest. Yeah.
I needed that energy fueled
was your
me. That was
muse.
the best show of the week.
That was your muse.
By far.
You might have hallucinated this man. That might just be your muse. You're not that
needed
good at
that.
football.
You
Notre Dame
sucked at
sucks.
football. Notre Dame sucks. Your stand up sucks.
You're sitting clearly by yourself. You can't even throw over the fucking line of scrimmage. He didn't find it. It's like, what are you talking about? You're like,
Wow, man.
leave me. Leave me.
You had a 5'5" devil on your shoulder. You were Tyler Durden.
That could I might have dirted him. I kept looking to the side of the room. Everyone was like,
Oh, fuck.
yeah, he did fuel me to have easily the best show of the weekend.
That's pretty tight.
But yeah, I've never had a spiteful set of comedy like that.
You need to bring
like
it
a
back.
dude being like, you suck, and being like, watch this, you fucking piece of shit.
Bring the energy big time.
How's everyone doing here? It's the weirdest thing to do comedy. Like I listen to rap.
Yeah.
Like I listen to like Drake and then go on stage.
I'm like, I'm going to do this.
Or like listen to rap like in my headphones walking to the venue.
yeah.
It's such an opposite of like
get
rap.
pumped.
Stand up's the opposite.
No, but
of
Drake
rap.
makes sense though because he's like the main character in his songs, and it's like very like
True. All right. Thank you.
You're kind
Yeah.
of just like the main. You're just like this.
I'm trying to make
triumphant
myself
tale.
feel.
And it can carry you through that
Confident.
pre-show kind of anxiety. Like, I'm a fucking worm. You get to ride right through that.
Dude,
It's
that-
being like, no, I'm actually.
That 2 hours in the hotel room before, just like I want to take a nap, but I don't have enough time.
Yeah.
Now you got to just
I
sit
wiped
there,
my ass weird.
just take a bad shit. You take like 3 bad. You will wipe your ass weird before every show. You will wipe your ass weird, and then you'll take 10 tiny dick pisses where nothing comes out.
I think I got to piss. It's like,
And
no,
you're
you
"Fuck,
don't
I
have
forgot
to
my
piss.
entire set. Fuck.
Yeah, man.
What is it? You
Yeah.
wipe your ass weird. Dude, I
Yeah.
think my butthole is offset to the left, dude. I've been checking my splatter pattern
Really?
and it's just like it's on the left side. It's like, how is it on
You're
one
hooking.
side?
You're hooking.
I'm hooking, dude. I got a slice.
You might have one last turn in your colon that goes shoots out.
It shoots out the
The
side,
water
dude.
slide.
This might be, I might be exposing myself here too hard, but you ever hit under the fucking seat?
I think I have.
Forward
That's
under the
insane,
seat?
dude.
Forward under the
I'll
seat.
take shits. I'll take a vicious splatter,
Okay.
and then lift the seat up,
You defy gravity.
or like later lifts the seat up, and there's shit under the lid,
Yeah, dude.
Never
I've
done.
been there. I've been there.
and I
before,
don't
dude.
understand it.
I've never hit.
That
I've
means
never.
when you're shitting, there's shit
You like airbendered it.
It's like a
going
hail,
from the
It's a
cheek.
hailstorm, dude. It's fucking like horizontal rain.
It's like the dude who bent the bullet. What movie
It's
was it?
insane.
You bent the bullet.
The only thing I'll get every now and again is when you stamp. I'll stamp the toilet bowl.
Would you,
I'll somehow
the-
get shit on like the back of my ass, and I'll get up and the whole back is shit. And I'm like, what the fuck?
well, that's wild. That's
I'll,
also
I'll
wild.
hit the top. Yeah, the top's fucked up.
How do you hit the top?
I get like gravitron dumps where they just like it all sticks to my ass, and I stand up and I'm like, where'd it go? Just stuck to my ass.
Like Steve-O in the fucking in the porta potty.
0 G dumps.
The worst is then I gotta run right.
Eating apples, dude. You must be shitting like insane,
Dude, I don't know what happened. It happened to me like literally last night. I went to wipe last night, and
It was shit on the
I
top
was-
of your ass crack or like on your tailbone.
I guess I just wipe it. I don't realize, and I'll bring up myself a racing
Oh,
stripe.
okay.
But last night I had a fucking stowaway, so I went to wipe, and it was just like clunk, and I just fucking like karate chopped a turd, and I was like, ah! And I had to run because Brittany was waiting to take a pee. So I'm like, you want me to just like get? I was telling her, I'm like, I'll just get up mid dump, you pee, and I'll get back to business. And she was like,
Dude, you are the weirdest fucking guy on earth.
why? What's wrong with that? I was like, I'll flush. You pee because I want to just read my book and enjoy myself. And I want to be under the
You
fucking.
guys have multiple bathrooms.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna make her walk all the way downstairs. We're on the third floor.
So you pinched off and fucking went back.
I was already done. I was just reading my book, enjoying myself.
It was chivalrous. I'll
was
give
chivalrous.
you that. But also,
Shit for us.
I've never chivalrous. I've never ever been like, all right, I'll pinch this dump. You piss. I'll come back in and shit again.
That's what I'm saying. I was like,
That's
I'll
fucking
flush.
wild,
I said,
dude.
I'll flush what I got now. You piss. I'm gonna hop back on the toilet and
Yeah.
fucking read my book about fucking childhood in India.
There's no way that you had any poop the second time around.
I didn't. I was done.
Yeah,
she
yeah.
called me out
Yeah.
immediately. She's like, "You're just sitting there fucking around." I said, "Britt, I'm just making sure. Sometimes you get a last
Babe,
minute drop
you
off.
never
Yes.
know.
It's like sometimes you get a little fucking nugget that comes off. Maybe the little crown of the turd. Sometimes
Yes.
head of the snake comes out.
Yes.
Yes.
Dude, I stood up thinking
course.
she was coming back in, went to wipe, went, my God, fucking globbed. And then I had to fucking like go like this and just beeline to the shower.
Oh, you hit a globber.
Bro, if she caught me with a turkey butt, dude, I would have fucking been fried. I had a
Shit
turkey
on your
tail.
ass.
I had a turkey tail, dude. I fucking
You little
flushed.
Tom Turkey.
I flushed and just booked thinking she was coming in. I'm like, dude, she'll never let me live this down.
Dude, I was at a wedding a couple weekends ago. We stayed at the wedding, and or it was like a big house in South Carolina. Everybody had their own rooms, and I like slept in my room, woke up the next morning, and took like a post-wedding dump, like a very beery, Bud Lighty, gross dump. And I looked to the left, and dude, there was no toilet paper in this room. I looked to the right, there's
Shower?
no,
You gotta hit
there's
the
no
shower.
soap. There's no soap in the room. There's no
screamed.
soap.
Yeah.
She just went, ah!
You should have hollered for help.
Help!
What'd you do?
I climbed into the fucking shower like a
There you
fucking like
go.
proboscis monkey with my hands fucking fully spread against the wall and like as fast as I could, like trying to like,
Ew.
like I had the hand wipe, dude. I don't think I'd ever
Ew.
hand wiped in my
You had to
life.
get to the shower.
Shit.
It was horrific.
We got to read ads.
Oh, shit, yeah.
And then we got to go to the Patreon.
True.
Yo, check out Gillian Keeves.
Come on now.
It's already out.
Yo,
Go check it out.
yes,
Go to GillianKeeves.tv. Come on.
Go get it.
The fuck's your problem,
can
please?
get that shit.
That's going to be fun.
We need it.
That is going to be fun. I'm gonna rip a sheath.
I'm an idiot. I can't find. I gotta type her name in.
Guys, let me tell you about Sheath underwear. It keeps your balls off your leg. The idea for Sheath came from its founder, U.S. Army soldier Robert Patton, during his second tour in Iran. Yep. If it worked for him, it'll work. In Iraq. We haven't got to
Sorry,
Iran yet.
Freudian slip.
If it
We're
worked-
secret agents.
Future script reader.
If it worked for him, it'll work for you. We wear Sheath underwear, and they are great. Support the show and support this awesome veteran-owned
You
company.
took the best one.
Go to sheathunderwear.com. Use promo code Drench. Get 20% off your first order. Every order comes with Sheath's 100% money back guarantee. That's sheathunderwear.com. Promo code Drenched. Get Sheath underwear and let them support your balls.
Hey, Matt. While we're talking balls,
Yeah.
Guys, Matt and Shane's Secret Podcast is brought to you by Manscaped is making sure you have everything you need to stay fresh below the equator.
If you know what I'm saying.
These advertisers think that you guys are fat, disgusting dudes with gross balls.
True.
All right? Personal endorsement. A riff on pubes. What do you think about pubes?
Mine are looking wild, dude.
Really?
Yeah, I have
had
not
some-
been manscaping.
I had some tough ones for a while. I used my Manscaped.
The lawnmower 4.0.
Yeah, it's wonderful.
Yeah, it is.
It really is wonderful. I use it on my
I use my
fucking
face. I actually use
face,
it on my
nutsack,
face. Yeah. I use it on my face.
butt. If I'm feeling crazy, I'll say it's finally time to take,
Well, dude, I
take care of these scorched pubes. We
I
talked
trimmed.
about those things.
Now you get the fucking waves up against like it comes
Yes.
around, the waves out. I trimmed those, but I didn't do the top section, so I have like a voluminous top section.
But now I have a belly, and sometimes I miss because my belly curves,
They hide.
and there's a patch here sometimes that I can't see. So every once in a while, I'll just have a nice soul patch at the top of my dick.
Rocking right now.
The only way I can ever see it is if it grows too long into my sight.
Escapes the coral reef.
Manscaped's Performance Package 4.0. It's got it all, guys. It's got the Lawnmower 4.0 body trimmer and Weed Whacker nose hair and ear trimmer, features skin safe technology to protect your holes. They're waterproof too. Verbatim. Get 20% off free shipping with the code drenched at manscaped.com. That's 20% off for free shipping with the code drenched at manscaped.com. I do for real endorse that.
Yeah, Manscaped.
Manscaped
The
does
razor
rule.
is
So
significantly
nice
better.
because normally, we're guys.
Yeah.
We're not going to go out and buy some fancy schmancy fucking razor.
No,
Exactly.
We're just going to
Man,
this is for men.
use the kitchen's scissors
that's how that's
or
that's
whatever
guy
we
stuff.
can get our hands on.
I do trim my pubes with these fucking scissors.
You barber it up.
I barber up.
That's crazy.
I barber. Yeah. But I use the Manscaped on my face. The one for the balls I use on my face.
I don't know about
is
you. I never
fantastic.
trimmed my pubes once in high school.
Shame.
I let my shit was out of control. And then one night I blacked out in college and dry shaved
Shaved
my
bald?
pubes
I feel like I must.
in
I might have,
the group shower.
whoa, nice.
Clumped up. You have clumps.
It was the most pubes ever.
Oh my
It
god.
was 18, 19 years worth of pubes. Well,
Yeah.
you know what I mean.
5
Good years.
6
Yeah.
years.
Damn. I feel like I might
3
have buzzed him.
years, 2 years.
Well, guys, I'm gonna tell you something about this. I've been listening to a lot of Kid Rock lately, and it's been great.
Oh yeah.
Whatever you listen to-
Actually, we were just listening to some Kid Rock.
And it was great. Whatever you listen to, it'll sound better with Raycon earbuds. Raycon's everyday earbuds look, feel, and sound better than ever. They fit perfectly and don't budge. Raycons offer 3 sound profiles, so you'll listen whatever way you want. Yes.
Tell us about using Raycon. Or,
I have them too. Honestly, they're fucking
or say
incredible.
I use them. I love them.
They're incredible.
Use Raycons.
They fit perfectly into my big ass ear cavity.
Well,
They're
they have a setting specifically for if you're listening to a podcast versus a song.
Oh really?
Oh yeah.
That's actually sick.
They are actually really nice
Fantastic.
headphones.
Damn, dude.
Get
we
the
got
same-
some good
We got the
sponsors.
same sponsees, I
man.
think.
Really?
Yeah, I think
Get the
so.
same
I'm
quality.
son of a boy, Dad.
Oh yeah, get the same quality audio as other premium audio brands at 1/2 the price. That's also true. With wireless charging, Raycon gives you 8 hours of playtime and 32-hour battery life. Go to raycon.com today and use code DRENCH15 today to get 15% off your Raycon order. That's DRENCH15 at buyraycon.com to score 15% off. Buyraycon.com, code DRENCH15. Yee.
Wahoo!
We
Guys,
did it.
go by Gillian
Yo.
Keeves. We need
Get in
McKeever to
there.
quit his job so we
Facts.
can make cool stuff.
Pretty please.
Facts.
Adam,
Pretty please.
Son of a Boy Dad's a great show.
Thank you.
You're the man.
Thank you for having me on.
On the
Absolutely.
Patreon, let's go ahead and talk about the fucking case race because I forgot
Oh,
about
God.
how-
Oh yes.
I forgot that we were
God.
brothers in arms in that debacle.
Yeah, it was a debacle.
See you on the Patreon.
And we got to hear
Goodbye.
about Project Veritas. Dude.
Oh,
shit,
yeah, I'm
yes,
an idiot. I'm
perfect.
sorry I cut you off.
You're fine.
I don't know.